and welcome to our little adventure of D&D. Before we jump into tonight's games, any little announcements anyone wants to make? No? So, before we start, we'll give a nice little shout out, as always, to our amazing sponsor of Taylor Made Craft, who make our beautiful Jazz Hands initiative markers. For more information on their incredible geeky products, check out their link that's written in our bio, or check out their Facebook or their Instagram. Yeah. Woo. Right, so, little recap of last week's adventure. So you, the CB4, have been travelling from Silvery Moon, from Everland, to Waterdeep, it being the final goal. You got entangled in a couple of fights along the way. Poor Viella was dragged under a bridge by a group of gnolls who proceeded to try to rip her throat and slash gashes out of her flesh. Fortunately, Green, you were able to pry some of the gnolls off of her, and that combat was very successful. On the other hand, Barakus got a little bit carried away with the old dagger and proceeded to perform an autopsy is the only thing I can really say, and was covered in blood. You even put one of its arms to the side of the cart.
Literally just hanging. A
wild shot, unfortunately, nearly hit our beloved little puppy Laurie.
Rest in peace. After
she'd already sustained a bit of damage from you all losing the cart down the hill. Thankfully, Green was able to take the reins and take control of the cart before any further damage was done.
I must admit, that puppy had really bad luck.
Was it Green?
No, that was me.
Was it you?
It was me.
I was walking
saved my
behind.
puppy.
Ah. No, why? It seems like he would save it, not you.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I have plans to from animal handling, but
somehow you still managed it.
Along the road,
Green
you
was
found
driving the car
yourself...
afterwards. Because I made my Anna get out and walk.
So, along the road, you found yourself coming to the Krypt town at late night. Upon entering the town, you were not granted entry, as you all refused to relinquish your weapons. So you spent the evening outside, where a very friendly half-elf called Billy Logworm informed you of what was happening in the village, town, and there being children taken in the nights in the past 10 days. While you were on camp, you heard the alarm raised from the woods next to it. On rushing over to try and see what's going on, you saw a glimmer or some sort of smoke effect gone within the blink of an eye. As you went to chase down where you saw it enter, and just before you got there, it ran straight by you again, scratching you, Barakus, across the cheek. A very deep and long scar now runs from the top of your cheekbone to your chin.
Precious.
Unfortunately, there was another baby taken that evening. With that, you all went back to your camp and you decided to take your long rest. It was a uneventful long rest. There was guards all around you, even more so after the incident. It is a new dawn. It is a new day. The guards are around you. What are we doing?
Sorry, I just tried to laugh at that.
Thanks.
But it's not a new life.
I was just like, I saw you smirking, and I was like, why is she smirking? And then all of a sudden you just laughed, and I was just like, what?
Sorry. Right. Should we go into the village and talk to the priest and Cammy, the barmaid, the red-headed, very nice one?
She is suspicious.
Yeah.
And so is he.
Who's he?
The priest. We never met him because he's.
He.
Yeah, because they said that he'd made like a warning boundary thing, and that was the bells we had, wasn't it?
So he is in control of
Like
it.
a
So
security.
he is
Yeah,
the one
like an
that's
alarm
stealing
kind
the
of thing.
children.
So quite interesting to find out what kind of
So
alarm that is.
who are we gonna see first then? The priest or
Or are we going to get the dog looked at first?
Well, the priest might be able to help with that. Healing. Or he'd be able to...
Or healing. tries to kill the poor
Does
puppy.
that stick out my bum?
At that, you see a lot of the guards all of a sudden start to straighten themselves up, and you see a small group of people, and at the front, a rather chubby man with long dark hair and light green robes, big bellied, thick ginger hair, and a pointy beard comes trotting towards you. Ah, well met, travellers. I am Mayor Jeffrey. What are you doing here?
A pleasure.
We are travelling through to the next village.
Well, travel on then.
Okay. However, we wanted to see if there's anything we can do to help. Obviously, we know that.
Will you come for with assistance? Oh, why didn't you say so?
Well, we thought we'd quickly check things out, see if there's anything that we can help with. Yeah.
Well, I've spoken to Cammy, and she tells me that you were at last night's events.
Yeah, we heard the alarms and we saw people running, so naturally, you know, we thought maybe if there was anything we could help.
Of course,
We wanted to. When we were speaking to one of your guards yesterday, and he said this has been going on for a long time. Well, not a long time, but this is.
Yes, the past
frequently.
10 day, yes.
Has there been any kind of pattern to it, like the ages of the kids taken, for example? Are they?
No, they all tend to be of the younger variety. The more helpless, the better, it would seem at this point. No one under the age of 3, I don't believe.
So they're all under the age, or no one under the age?
All under the age of 3 so far.
Well, that's not good.
But I've spoken to Cammy, and she told me that you were at last night's events, and that one of you was marked. Assuming it's you,
This one.
the one that's in need of a bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks at you like.
See.
Tell me, what was it you saw?
Is he still
Right.
talking to General?
He's talking to the whole
Just
group.
The whole group
Oh.
was okay.
I wouldn't have had a clue because I didn't see it.
That's good observation.
I was thinking, was it me and you? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? No, it was me.
No,
and you.
it's
No,
It
was
was-
me and you were.
Stay back.
you two
Yeah,
were back
we
at
stayed
the-
at front.
yeah.
You weren't. Yeah. It was like a shadow, wasn't it?
It was like a sort of shadow that was like a misty shadow that literally just like glided past us and like marked my gorgeous face.
Yes, gorgeous.
Exactly, this guy knew.
Well, that's. Well, little Billy has said that he saw some weird, fast shadow moving, but I thought it was just him being dramatic.
No, it was moving at quite speed as well, and it moved like straight, almost through us, doesn't it?
It caught us off guard. We didn't expect it.
I am not familiar with any creature in these lands that would move with such haste.
It was very strange.
Yes. Well, you say you're here to help?
I mean, while we're here, we can. If there's anything we can do, then we
Well,
would.
I mean, I've sent many men into the forest, and few have returned.
When you say you've sent men into and they haven't returned, as in you think that they've been kidnapped or killed?
Any assumption would be an assumption at this point.
Okay.
Our forests have always been
Do you-
friendly and light.
Do you have any idea where in the forest this being
Not
is
me
coming
personally.
from?
I wouldn't travel in the forest, but we have many woodmen here who have spent many of Moon's Turn in the forest and know it quite well.
Do they have an idea of? I mean, we know that Billy said he'd found what he thought was an abandoned cave.
Well,
Could that be?
it could be. I mean, it might be worth. Yeah, it could be worth investigating, I suppose. But yes, that's.
Do you have anything to go on?
No, like I said, we've sent men in, and
Did
they've
it
either
seem,
returned screaming or they've not returned at all.
does it seem to be coming from a specific direction?
It kind of. No,
Like
not
from a central point, like does it come out from a certain point in the forest or does it come out?
Well, that's the thing. We thought it was, but then there were still children captured. We've set up alarms, and there's still been children captured. Our holy priest Cornelius himself set an alarm, which worked, but obviously it didn't. It didn't work well enough.
Speaking of, would we be able to speak to this priest? Just
Well,
to-
his doors of his church are always open.
do you know if he's there now or is he
Ah,
out the village?
He should be there now. He very rarely leaves his post. He is a great admirer of Melora and works forever in her favour, as we all are. You notice, as he says Melora, a lot of the guards just straighten up, like, hail Melora.
Well, you know, we're very willing to help and everything. Obviously, we need somewhere that we could stable the horse and the cart.
We have
Whilst we
stables. The keeper Scott. He's only a young lad, but he does the job.
Cool. Is that like nearby? Or...
Oh, it's just through the gates.
Okay.
But you understand that you are strangers and you must still relinquish your weapons.
Even in the daytime, and
Even
therefore
in
willing
the-
to help.
Even in the daytime.
What do you expect? They're they're alert all the time.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, your weapons will be kept safe in the town hall itself. No one shall touch them once you lay them down. And they'll be there for yours to come and collect when you need to leave, and you will be escorted out.
Can do. I
I
mean,
was thinking
I'd
where we're
like.
gonna get in, isn't
Yeah.
it?
innit?
I mean, I'd like to talk to the priest before we went anywhere, just to find out what that
Yeah.
alarm is and what triggers it,
Okay.
and if there's anything we wanted to look at in the town. Oh, speaking of,
Yes.
do you have anyone that can kill animals? Just as a side note, we have
Animals. I mean, the only person that works with animals here is our stable boy Scott, and he might be able to
We'll talk.
do something, maybe.
I have a puppy with a broken
just-
paw.
I just love how you
Just a
go,
side
yep,
note.
we're going to him.
Yeah, and if he can't, then the priest. He expects.
I mean, you never know. Pray to the goddess Melora herself, goddess of wilderness and sea. She will provide, of course.
Of course, but she's probably too busy for such mundane.
Oh, no, not at all. All creatures are creatures of hers.
Of course.
Okay, yes, so,
So,
we will
go-
come in and we'll
Are we all
stable
gonna
the
go in,
horses.
yeah?
Do you wish to lay down your arms now and my men will carry them in for you, or do you wish to drop them yourselves at the hall?
Would we be able to leave them in the cart in the stables?
No.
Town hall.
Okay,
where we'd
town
have to
hall then.
be.
Do you wish us to take them for you, or do you wish to lay them yourselves?
Lay on myself.
Yeah, we'll go in and we'll let
Then please, follow me. And you notice as he walks, he kind of wibbles a lip. He's a very well-fed, jolly man.
Right,
We'll,
who's over the cart?
Yeah, we'll lead the cart over as well. We'll
Yeah.
stable that
Yeah, that's
if
fine.
we can.
So he leads you through the small little town. Full escorts as well, as you are strangers, and there's a great many soldiers, guards between yourself and the mayor as you follow through. He gestures to the stables. Oh, my men will take your horse to the stables if you wish, while you all lay down your arms.
Okay, I take my puppy bag.
Yeah.
Put that on me.
Yeah, a couple of the young lads come up and they just grab the horse by the reins, and you see him just lead it off to the right as you go in, and as you do look, it leads down a little lane. You can see a little kind of cobbled together wooden outhouse sort of building.
Okay.
Yep, you can see that right off. As you carry on walking through, you see it's not as busy or as filled as your usual towns. You see odd little posters pinned up around saying how there's a lockdown, no one to be on the streets after nightfall. There's very little market stalls. You can imagine that a lot of people feeling really unsafe do tend to stay in their homes at this point. But there are a few stalls around. And as he leads you through the little town centre, you can see a well-crafted building. Well crafted for what's here. It's a rather tall 3-storey building with a nice pillared entrance. And please, follow me. And he just breaks off from the group. 4 guards go in with him. And I assume you obviously all follow.
Yeah.
Yep.
As he opens the door, it automatically leads into a very big hall. Rows and rows of chairs, and then at the end, big. It's almost church-like in its form, and it's got stained glass windows at the back, with a half-circle group of tables at the front, where you would imagine a town council would sit. Well, please. Then he gestures to the front where the half-circle is. Unarm yourselves.
Yeah, I'll lay down my
Yeah,
My
I
bows
don't
and
take
my
any
daggers.
one.
Long sword out and take my crossbow.
Do we all relinquish all weapons?
I do.
Yeah.
My mountain pile of weapons, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So we all relinquish all weapons. Ah, thank you, friend. My guards here will watch your weapons, and no one shall touch them but them.
A clock who is actually
Yeah.
guarding it.
You
so
see
I
two
make sure.
two younger, sandy-haired looking humans,
Sorry, what are your names?
Dom and Bill.
Dom and
Bill.
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 We're watching you.
I was very proud to say Bill.
Don't worry, I
Bill and
promise
Ted.
I'll look after your weapons.
okay.
Bill's a bit squeaky.
I think
We-
Bill's balls dropped.
We're sure you
Said he's young.
You will do a fine job.
Thanks.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's gonna be the same issue as we had last time with the flaming bush.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Fell victim to the flaming bush.
Oh wow.
Okay, sorry, I got confused now.
Please, feel free to enjoy our fine little town here. Investigate as you will. Any help you can provide will be greatly appreciated. You'll see Cammy herself barking orders at many a group of people. And the church for Priest Cornelius is just down to the right. You can't miss it.
Thank you.
Thank you. And who might I call upon if I need you?
We have the CB4.
What's that mean?
It can't be asked for. Wait, what?
Did we decide on Critical Bush?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are the Critical Bush 4.
Critical bush.
Yes. CB4 for short. It rolls off the tongue a little bit better.
Yes.
Don't ask. Don't ask.
I wasn't going to. Well, thank you, Critical Bush.
Oh yeah.
And may you be ever prosperous in your mission to free our town of its curse. Now go away. I have things to do.
You did not
Okay.
okay.
Well,
You
Yeah,
see his
well-
beard just sways, pointy beard, and he just
right,
blobs off.
where are you going first? Unless one lot of people want to go and talk to bloody ginger crazy lady. And,
I
Ginger
wanna talk to
crazy
the
lady.
priest.
You're changing
I
that.
don't know if anyone wants to come with.
yes, I want to go speak to him because I think he's naughty.
You think he's naughty?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
the two guys will go and talk to the ginger nut.
Talk to the ginger nut.
I don't want to talk to her. Jesus. She's got bejeebus out of me.
Put some balls on.
My balls are somewhere down there, but they're a bit bloody right now. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. See.
You do notice as you come out of the town hall, right opposite there is a bathhouse.
Let's go to the bathhouse first.
Oh, I see. You can't stand my bloodiness. Unbelievable.
Right. Okay.
You'll
so
be a lot easier to track with all that blood on, by the way.
Exactly.
Any animals will smell you like a miles off.
Exactly. Let them smell.
Right, let's go to the priest.
Yeah.
Let them smell.
Right. So which
I
way
remember
going
when
out to
those
the
two just
priest?
walk
To the priest.
To the priests.
To the priest.
You two, what are you doing?
Oh, I better go to the bathhouse.
We'll go
haven't I?
bathhouse
Go
first, and then we'll
bathhouse?
go and see.
Before
Yeah,
people
that's
kill
fine.
me.
So, you go both sit. Oh, bathhouse. Trot along in there. As you walk through, you're instantly hit by just heat and steam, and it's quite almost claggy in here. It's quite a small building. It's not as luxurious as as some of the other bathhouses that you visited. But it's nice, nevertheless. And as you walk in, you're greeted by a nice young-looking human lady, with long blonde hair plaited down. Ah, good afternoon. Good morning. What can I do for you? Aside from the bath, obviously.
Oh, we need a lot more than a. Well, I need a lot
You-
more than a bath.
Need some serious soap attention.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yes. We also can launder your clothes if you wish.
You can try.
We can try our hardest. That's going to be a bugger to get out.
Gives you a bit of extra work.
I'm sorry, but I just wanted it.
Thought we had a rule of it.
Yeah.
I know, I did try.
Someone's breaking the rustling
I'm
rule.
sorry, it's gone, see?
Roll D100 for me, please. That's a D10 and a percentile.
Percentile. And I always get these wrong.
It's the blue one.
It's that one.
So, they're both the same.
Yep, exactly.
Oh god.
This is where lightning.
What happens when you're naughty?
So 66.
66!
Okay, nothing happened. You're good.
Making her paranoid.
Well, we can definitely launder your clothes and draw. Do you wish to have a communal bath, a private?
I'll take a private.
Private. Let me just see what we have available. Yes, we do have 3 rooms available at the moment, so that's very fortunate for you. If you both like to follow me, and she leads you off into like a narrow little corridor. It winds up onto the 2nd floor.
That's what I was winding once.
You, sir, would you care for the 1st room?
Yep.
Just disrobe, enter the bath, and one of our girls will be with you shortly to collect your clothes, and they'll be laundered for you.
Okay.
And you, my fine fellow, if you just want to come to the left.
Mom.
Yep.
You're being me now.
I keep putting do not disturb on, by the way. Apparently mum's the file.
Somehow.
Every time.
It's somehow the mum's phone number managed to disturb.
She'll ring you about 8 times before she gets the hint.
She'll ring each of us now as well.
She leads you to the room next door to Green's. And like, please as well, disrobe and enter your nice drawn bath, and one of our ladies will be with you soon to collect your clothes.
God save them.
Yeah, isn't it? So,
At least we agree with something. I shall go.
and enjoy. As you both enter your own private rooms, they're not like massive rooms, maybe half the size of this one that we're in, but it's got a very nice freestanding, very large copper bath. It's the water's almost filled to the top. The floor is almost tiled, so it's kind of like a half wet room.
Mm-hmm.
So, it wouldn't matter the sloshing over, and you can see next to the bath there's a little pitcher of some water, a small bit of basic fruit, and there's
Freshly
various
baked
different
beans
scented
are.
soaps and that next to it. So you can both feel free to add whatever you wish to the hot bath and to scrub yourselves. There are little like cloths and sort of like bristle brushes to help scrub.
Bye skin.
And various beautifully scented items. And as you look above and you see there's actually a mirror on the ceiling directly above the bath.
Telling me I have to look at my ugly self while I'm washing. Mate.
Yeah. Yep, so you both enjoy a bath. About 20 minutes or so into it, someone comes into the room, greets you, takes your clothes, and then slowly leaves. Not judging
Thank
you
you.
at all by the amounts of as soon as you
Like the water's
step
turned red.
into the water, it overfills instantly, and then what was clear water is
It's
just
just gone red.
it's just
Bloody
red and cloudy. There are extra buckets of water on the side. It's not as hot as what's in the bath, but at least it's something a bit extra and a bit clean.
Nice.
Yep, so you two are walking your way through the quaint little town of Krypt. On your way to the church, I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's just down to the right. You remember the directions that Mayor Jeffrey gave you. As you're walking down, you do see it quite clearly. The mayor was right. You can't miss it. It's a tall, almost twisting building. As you approach it, you see that the Melora is written above, and there's a little symbol of like a wave-like swirl. You could kind of see that the building itself has been crafted to try and represent that sort of swirl that you see next to her name.
She is still going.
But yes. It is, the building itself is surrounded by a small, quaint wooden fence. And a little creaky gate.
Do we see anyone? Is the
Uh,
door
you-
open or?
The door is shut, you don't see anyone in there, but there are many passers-by.
You first. This is creepy.
You first.
Go up and try the door. Is it locked?
I'm gonna poke it with my finger.
So you go up to the door and you poke the door. As you just poke the door, you feel it, move. Because it's not locked.
Okay, so
Okay.
we'll knock and open.
Yeah.
Knock, knock, knock.
Open and go.
Poke.
Yeah. It's just me, or is the music gone weird?
It's gone
I
weird.
thought it was because Mother was reading.
Ouch.
No, it has gone weird.
That's gone weird, hasn't it?
Yeah.
We're going into a haunted house.
Yeah, different one.
You've gone to the
Some of
haunted.
the speakers gone funky.
Yeah.
It's because of your mother.
Sorry, some technical difficulties with our sound.
Sounds like there's a fly in it.
And we hate not to have sound, because it would be...
Awkward.
And well, it's just, you don't realise sound is there until it's not there.
Yeah.
Just going to disconnect and reconnect. You
Sorry
will
Sorry
hear
about that.
another one of those.
But it's loud.
There we go. And we shall try again. Much better. I blame Mum.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so.
Right, picking up.
Hello, anybody home?
Yep, so you can't open the door, but like, hello! And as you do that, you see there's quite a few people in there.
Oh.
And they turn around at you like,
Just didn't want to.
Is there like
Walk
a
in.
service going on, or is it like just
Not-
people praying? Or...
just people praying. And you see an elderly, you only see the back of them, it's kind of like, always a little hunched. What you seem to be an elderly man, just comforting people. And
Okay, so maybe we walk in, but then sit down and wait. Maybe because we can't exactly go over to him and be like, "Hello."
Go back over.
Yeah,
it.
we'll go in, do what she said.
yeah, so as you walk in, it's not as bright as you would have thought a church would be. It's quite dim. The lanterns aren't at full blaze. It's almost as if it's solemn in here, and it quite fits the town's mood. As you walk in, it's a very pillared building, beautiful stained glass windows all around the side, and really high arches with beautiful handcrafted buttresses. As you walk through, you see there's two pillars on either side of you, both with clear, spring-looking water.
I don't touch it.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
because we don't know what it is.
Mm.
We
There
just
are
can't
many
sit down.
rows of stools if you wish to take a seat.
Yeah, we'll take a seat at the back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And,
That's not suspicious.
Yeah,
at all.
so-
the people in here, does it look like mothers kind of who's
It's,
lost their
it's,
children,
it's a
or
mix
is
of
it...
people. There's both men, women, and children here, all different races. Mainly human, but there are some elves and the odd dwarf in the mix.
Cool.
Yeah. So you take a seat in the back, and you see people like muttering to themselves. You see quite a few people praying. You see a man hunched over a woman in deep blue robes with like a silver trim, and he seems to be comforting one of his patrons. You see a statue at the back of a woman looking like that, looking up to the skies, sort of water elemental sort of thing whirling around in her hand.
Can I do like an Arcana check or anything like that to see if there's anything like magically going on? I don't want to like see if there's magic happening, but just if there's like
A scent of it or something.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
like if there's some like a calming thing or like
Mm.
a emotion suppressing thing.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, you can roll an Arcana check. Actually, no, roll a history check.
actually, yeah, and that was another question. Do I know anything about Melora? But that would be
You
separate.
would have heard of Melora. She wouldn't have been a deity that was unknown to you due to the fact that she is a goddess of wilderness.
What I'm doing history.
And you very much grew up in the woods.
15,
15.
and that would have been the same for religion.
So when you walk in and sit down, you do feel a lot more calm, and as you sniff in the air, you smell a completely different scent to what's outside, and you know that in churches they burn incense and sage to keep away what they feel are bad spirits. And it's also a very nice, calming smell.
Cool.
So to you, it strikes a smell of sage and lavender, this particular scent.
Okay, and then we're just gonna like watch the
Yeah.
guy in the red robes just
We
to like
will monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna do
just so like
what?
we can catch his eye kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like
That's fine.
if he
I
feels like we're
I think she'll
Someone's
do
watching
that first by just doing this to him.
yeah.
So as he's walking through, he starts to slowly turn towards your end. You see he's greeting all the different patrons in his congregation. And as he turns, he does spot you both. And as you're looking at him, you see he is a very elderly half-elf gentleman. Robes are deep blue and that nice silver trim along them. He's got quite thinning hair, very smooth skin, but very aged. And he tucks his arms into his long sleeves and he just slowly waddles up to you with a very kind face, almost like a semi-smile, just seeing you, especially you're both elves yourself, and he seems to be greeting you even with a smile.
I'll say in Elvish. Hello, nice to meet you. We were here passing through when we heard the news. Is there anything we can do to help?
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, carry on.
Well, that won't help. Oh, well.
Wait till she's drank her drink before you bring out the voice, okay?
Question.
Carry on.
Well, thank you, my daughters of Elf. Well, what can anyone do to assist in these dark times, really? That is not known to anyone else.
We did want to ask you a question about the alarm that you set up and how
Oh,
does it
yes. I set that up in the hope it would assist, but after last night, I'm afraid it maybe just be more of a hindrance.
What kind of what sets it off?
Movement.
Any movement, or is it key to a particular?
It's not key to a particular beast. It's key to our size. Anything of a medium stature would set the alarm off, as there's only a humble forest. There should not be anything more than a small rabbit or possum, but...
And that alarm goes the entire way around the village?
Yes.
Is it set off by like motion, or is there like
Something crossing the line, dear. I was very... Oh, that poor woman losing her child. I was really hoping I'd help make a difference, but it appears all we can do is pray.
Insight check. Come on.
It's like, Mama needs a good roll.
12.
He seems sincere in his wanting to help the village.
I thought I had something plus to that, but I don't.
Okay.
It's the trying that matters.
Yeah. Have you heard of anything like this before?
No, usually, we've always been a nice, quiet town. Fought for ourselves. We never really relied on anything until recently when we've asked help from those of Waterdeep, but we have yet to hear back of anything from them.
How long have you lived here? Is this been your home all your life? Or?
Oh, for myself, I've been here. Well, maybe I was an old man when I came here. It was maybe 150 years ago.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So if he hasn't heard of it,
And nothing like this has ever happened before. What have the mayor said there were a few survivors that came back from the search parties. What did they have to say?
Well, they came back speaking in gibberish and tongue. They've been struck ill ever since, I'm afraid. Some of them died from their wounds, slashed to death, ripped to shreds, the poor men.
Did they say
I tried to heal
anything particular? Any words of...
The odd word, saying the darkness, and its claws. It's a shame. Good men.
Okay. Speaking of healing, I know you're a bit busy and everything, but our companion had a little accident,
Oh,
and it's a dog.
they were.
A puppy. Do you think you might be able to help? Or do you think it may have broken
Well,
its
I mean,
paw?
I could try. I mean, the deity Melora herself does run through the wilderness and through her animal like children.
Yeah, we've heard, so we were hoping that you might be able
Bring her! And he starts to sway, walking down the centre of the church, and he ushers
Slightly.
you to come forwards.
Slightly worried now that this guy is insane. I'll like.
To be honest, I'm surprised that.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, okay, I'll roll this.
Well, that's why
I'll follow.
like,
I'll
he
follow.
said about it.
So he sways over, and he gestures to a little stone tablet that's in near the pews. Please, lay the wounded.
I'll take the wig out. Put it gently on the thing.
She's adorable. And he lifts her up. Oh, where'd you get her? Don't see many young breds like this these days.
Please be careful.
He lays her down, and he goes to his little what do you call it? Those things that they speak on.
Oh, like a podium.
Yeah. So he goes to his podium, and you see him just grab a little box, and he opens it, and as he opens it, you see there's like a small little vial of water and some incense and things like that. And he gets the water. Melora, the deity, wilderness and sea, channel through me and heal. And he starts lighting the incense. Gather round, my children. The miracle of Melora is upon you.
Can I insight this?
And he blows. Heal. And the smoke was really thin. And as he gestured to heal, it rose and he went down. And the smoke goes really thick like a blanket. And it submerges itself fully in the little puppy. And then it clears. She has been cleansed.
I'll let you.
Take her. She is new once more.
Can I check my puppy?
You can check your puppy.
What?
Did you wish to inside this?
Yeah, I wanted to insight like if he's just full of shit. 14.
He seems to believe in what he's doing.
Do I sense if there's actually any divine kind of connection going on here?
You when you saw the smoke go up and then become thick like a pillow, that's when you thought, oh, there is some form of magic here to move the smoke in such a way
But
to
maybe
almost
not.
solidify it and bring it down. But at that, as he was performing, you can see there was a lot of people starting to stand up from their chairs to witness the miracle of Melora at work. Take her. She is cleansed.
I'm gonna take the puppy. Is she actually fixed?
Yeah.
Is she actually healed?
She's healed!
Oh, it's a joint miracle! Oh my god.
She's healed. She's
So
back up
good.
to her hit points.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome, my dear. You see, it is the power of Melora that channels the divine. Go forth, spread the word of Melora and her mission to heal. And you see him after that. He looks quite tired. I haven't had to do that in a while.
It is very much appreciated.
Ah, but of course,
Thank you.
we must do what we can in these dark, uncertain times, my child. Tell me, do you adhere to a deity? Might I suggest Melora,
I will
goddess of wilderness and sea?
seriously consider her.
Yes, your puppy is blessed by her.
She is a blessed puppy.
That she is.
Thank you very much.
My children, I thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye.
We'll walk out.
Yeah.
Well, that was good, and that was useless. There was like no information there. But yay, Luna's alive! Laurie's alive. I see called her Luna there.
And then snap.
It's a trick!
Right, so all we have to do is keep her away from cuts. I'll put it back in the back.
It's like keep her away from those two.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Actually,
you
I'm
got in the
gonna-
cart, but it was two people who missed
A
aim.
bit of rope.
Yeah.
I don't think I bought a leash.
No, you didn't.
No, I'm gonna just like a bit of rope around
Yeah,
the
you'd
collar so
have
she can
some
walk.
rope in your pack, some hemmed rope that you can use as a...
So she can walk
yeah.
because she's been sat.
Yeah.
Exercise.
You can see she's there like...
Oh yeah.
See
Strut.
the attitude.
Come on. Like a strut. I can shit. And she goes
Pick
for a
up.
poop in the street.
Pick up.
What, with your bare hands?
No, not with my hands. Just kind of,
Don't have
anyone
a
looking?
There are a couple of townspeople. They're not looking at you, but they've seen a dog. Yeah, shitting. Carry on.
Okay, so they're not first. I'm not first. Just kick some dirt over. It's fine. Just keep walking. Do a little dog.
It's fine, because after the dog pooped, it kicks. And then as it walks off, you then kick.
It learns from his
Quite a
master.
couple you made.
Oh, I've never really been around people. I don't know
You
how.
hide the shit in more dirt.
Oh yes. Right, let's go find the guys.
Yep.
That's gonna
So,
be a nice surprise.
As you start to walk up, back up to town, as it would so happen, the boys just walk out of the bath at the same time.
You
I
look
thought you were
better.
going to see Cammy.
Oh, we had to get him clean first.
As
definitely
you
do
see
it.
it, they do look very clean. Your clothes are still the odd blood stain, but they managed to get rid of the newer blood stains, so it's less stained.
Oh, marked
Yeah.
action.
Yes. And you see them looking very clean. Your robes green are still very intact, as you did get them from the renowned Tay-Tays.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so they look just as good as when you first bought them.
Exactly.
Alright, well, did we want to speak to Cammy? We need to find someone that can show us where to go if we're hunting
To the ginger nut.
to this thing, because it sounds like it's going to be quite freaky.
Eventful.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Shall we be going?
Do you know where to find her?
She is a barmaid. I'm guessing she's in a pub somewhere.
No.
We can just
Yeah.
Hunt the pub.
ask someone on the street if they know where she is.
Yeah.
Do we hear her?
Yeah.
You
Do
haven't
we?
heard her as of yet. There are a couple of carts selling the odd bit of fruit and veg here and there. If you want, you can ask one of them if they've seen her if you wish.
Yeah, we'll go up to the nearest one. Sorry, excuse me, do you happen to know where we can find Cammy? I believe her name is.
Oh, Cammy. She does strut around here quite often. I'm surprised you've not seen her walk past. What time is it? Late morning. She might be at the Krypt, having a quick one before battling the rest of the day, maybe?
Is that a pub?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
you're not
I was
from
like,
here, are you?
No.
No.
Oh, yes. So she would have been at the Singing Sparrow. Unfortunately, that is currently closed now. However, if you just go down there, past the church, make a right, you can't miss the Singing Sparrow, but just around the corner from that, you'll see the Krypt. If she's not there, don't know.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Vegetable? Got some parsnips.
No, thank you.
Down, Bessie.
Parsnips? Cabbage.
I think our little green friend wants some.
Potato.
Potato! I'll have some potato.
Excellent. A bushel?
Yes.
She just gets the sack.
That's a lot of potatoes.
That'll be
What are you
4
going
coppers.
to do with that?
And you'll also charge 2 silver from the bath.
Sweet.
Okay.
I was about to say, like, wow,
Yeah.
that, did we get it for free?
Freebie.
What do we want to ask Cammy anyway? Directions.
Copper
Yeah.
or silver?
2 silver.
There we go.
I'll give him a go piece or whoever it is.
What, for the potatoes? I can't, I'm sorry, I can't break a gold piece. Do you have anything smaller?
No, keep it change.
You can come back.
Oh.
She looks her at another cart. She's so happy.
Oh.
spreading joy, as Melora would wish. Fantastic.
Her marriage?
Okay.
Some expensive potatoes.
Right, so we go to the crypt, is it? And off we toddle.
Yep. So you carry on well past the church, and you both see this really unusually built, sort of winding, swirling building. So I'm sure, though, along your way, they will be filling you in with the conversation that they had.
Yeah, look, the puppy's walking.
He fixed the puppy. It was amazing. He put this smoky stuff on it, and then the smoky stuff went into the puppy, and then it was better.
It was
Now I'm
weird.
just totally confused.
So you're saying to me that the puppy smoked, then got better, and then walked.
Yes.
Okay.
Smoking's good, okay? But he had no useful information, and the alarm is literally just any creature of a medium size, which is
So pretty much if we
Any, but
walk-
like a person.
if we pretty much walked in there, it would sound
It would
off,
sound
and then
off,
everyone
yeah.
would chase after us pretty much.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm a large. So
You're medium.
I'm medium,
Yes.
am I? Oh, that's
Medium.
Yeah.
Well, you never
Just
know. I
large
could have
and
set the
muscles.
alarm off.
And it wasn't key to a certain like creature, so we don't know if
Bless
it
you.
was dark, fey,
Sneeze it up.
whatever.
So it's not really
Unfortunately.
pinpointed to anything, so we can't tell
So
what it is either
literally,
way.
it could have been anything.
Yeah, it could have been anything.
Dick, dang it.
So,
That's why
We go
are
find
going to
directions?
thingy.
and then let's go hunt some shadow.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Because they
Yeah.
hunt some orc then,
Gonna,
but
gonna get
we
some
don't want to do that.
vengeance on
That's
this
not
She
good.
said that it's going to be in the crypt, so we
Yeah.
need to go to the crypt.
To the pub.
Yeah, so as
To
you
drink.
follow her directions, you do see a very hanging, crippled sign saying Seeing Sparrow. And as you walk past it, you see the windows have been smashed in,
Oh my
it's
God.
all boarded up. And you carry on walking
Yeah,
just
that's
around the
what I
corner,
did.
and you see a little... If you weren't looking for it, you'd missed it completely. It looks like someone's house from the outside. And there's just tiny little... in almost painted silver writing on top of the door, the crypt.
Okay.
How ironic.
Right, who's going in first? Okay.
I love how she asked the question
So,
and then she
because
answered
it's a
it.
pub, I'm guessing like we could just like in.
Awesome.
I'm gonna boom, boom, boom on the door, and then maybe just push it, like gently push.
So you're like... And then you look, and as you poke your head in, you do see there are many people sat inside. And as you've knocked, they've kind of been like...
Sorry, it looks like someone's house from the outside. We just didn't want to walk in.
And you see people like, come in. And they just
Don't
then
mind her.
immediately ignore you then and go back to their drinking.
Right, okay.
As you walk in, it's very small. It is literally someone's living room that they've put a small wooden bar in, a couple of barrels, and some tables. You see mainly people are standing. There's only like 4 tables.
Okay.
Do we see Cami?
As you're wading through the people, you do see her leant against the end of the bar. The
Oh.
bar itself is no bigger than this table.
Okay, no.
Who does she like better? I can't remember now.
didn't like any
She disliked most of it.
As you see her, you see she's got her face deep into a very big thing.
As an alcoholic yourself, my friend.
Okay.
A charlatan is up.
Oh Lord, I don't know how to do this.
Don't go any flirty again, okay?
Yeah.
Remember what happened last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
But
like.
after directions, and anything she can tell us.
Where are some directions to again?
Basically, just where we're heading in the forest.
Okay.
As
Or
you
if anyone
as you
moves.
start to
Yeah.
go up to her, you see your friend Bilious Logworm go up to her like, "You're right, coming!" taps on her shoulder, and she looks up at him and she's got a little splutter on his face, and the bartender's like, "Oh!" You notice this very well-built black man, big shaggy beard, really thick clumped together hair, and he's like, "Oh, just a minute." So as you walk towards her, you automatically feel tension.
I feel like I'm just gonna stand there and just like stare at what's gonna happen for some reason.
Just-
Billy is like,
Just have the-
it's about time you showed up. Where
have the
you
bell
been?
Hi, Billy. Don't you want to go get Cammy a towel, maybe?
She's finding you coming.
Okay.
It's like-
Do I have a towel on me? I'm trying to
You mean you'd have some old rags?
take out a rag and maybe like just.
Just goes
Someone
firing
here's
in.
got manners, and she just dabs her face and then she kind of
Like,
gently chucks it back to you.
just coming to ask for dive.
Roll a d100.
What did that?
Roll a d100.
I got some out and then, oh fuck it, I'm just going to go for it now.
It just had to happen today, didn't it? When the
Roll a
like,
d100.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
I don't have a... Give me a percentile. 14.
Oh, you're good, you're good.
It's cool.
So,
Just come in to ask the directions to the forest. We thought while we're here and try and help you guys out. We've
you
spoken-
come into our direction for the forest, it's right there.
You know what?
to the
You were
cave.
there last night, did you hit your head?
To that cave that you found.
Me?
Oh,
Not-
it is.
Billy.
Oh, you're talking to Bilius. Oh! Yeah, just in the forest.
Where to
In it,
in
Cammy.
the forest?
And she's like, no one can find your secret cave, Bilius.
I'll tell you what, Billy. How about you show us this secret cave then?
Yeah, we go on an adventure.
Okay.
What?
See, Cammy, not everyone's afraid to go in the forest. She gives him a filthy look.
How about you go wait outside, Billy, and we'll come meet you outside in a second.
Alright.
I feel like I'm gonna go and join Billy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy's excited for adventure.
Cool.
I'm gonna make sure he behaves.
Cannon fodder.
Okay. Anything else that we need to know about the? Apparently, we went and spoke to the priest, and about this alarm, and it only sets off like medium-sized people. Do you know anything else? Can you give us any more information? Because as we're trying to like help you guys, I can see you're really tired, so we're just gonna go out and see if we can see something.
Maybe
anything that you can
destroy
give us.
it.
I hear a little bit of sass out there.
Ask her if there's a reward.
Use your magical jar. I mean, what?
Anything you want to give us?
What don't you already know? What do you know?
I've just told you what I know.
Is that it?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Then that's probably pretty much what I know. The alarm went off. Went to chase the alarm spot. Maybe mistaken. We failed again.
Is there anything that's happened before? Like other little bits? Any like times that it's?
Did anyone invoke anything?
Yeah.
I hope not.
Was there ground being broken? Like new homes being built?
No,
Someone found a
As
symbol?
far as I can remember, there's always been a peaceful little town. Well, I say peaceful. Get the odd gnoll and goblin problem, but who doesn't get that? But never anything like this.
What went on with the pub across the road? Or down the road?
Well, that's when it all started. I miss my pub.
That's your pub.
Yeah, I was the owner of that until it all started happening.
What on earth happened in there?
Well, I had something, so I went downstairs. Next thing I knew, something scratched me and threw me through the front window, and now I've got this. She holds up her top, and it's very similar to your scar, and she's got it running down there, and it goes straight to her belly button.
Oh my god. Yeah, our friend got scratched the other night.
It's a bitch. Nothing but bad luck now, I'm afraid.
You think it gives you bad luck?
Oh, I don't have a pub anymore.
Yeah, but you got the
What?
the scratch. that night.
Yeah.
So do you mean it's giving you bad luck, like, now?
What do you think? Kari, throw me the glass. He throws, the bartender behind throws her a glass, fumbles it, smashes it on the ground.
Can I do a check? Like, is it an arcana or something? Is it like a... Is it...
You can
She's
make an
lost
arcana
her.
check
I
to
wanna
see
say,
if
like,
you know a spell that might do this, or a
Yeah.
curse potentially.
Because the way she's talking, it sounds like she's been... Like, in my head, I'm thinking, shit, that sounds like she's been cursed, kind of thing.
Oh, I thought that was
That
going to be a 1.
So did I. So did I.
So close.
It was like
23.
1 nah, nice.
You've heard of creatures. You know, no creatures specifically, but you know that there are some dark creatures out there who like to leave scars on their enemies, permanently cursing them and leaving their mark on them, making them suffer for the rest of their lives. You know there are creatures out there in the world.
That's going to be fun.
That sounds actually quite exciting. I'm looking forward to this one.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what stuff we're gonna ask. If we do find this guy or
Thing.
person or thing, whatever it is there
Kill
a
it.
Yep, definitely gonna do that.
Take
Would you
its head
like-
off,
Do you want
rip its
proof?
guts out,
that it's dead?
bring its head to
Okay.
me, and I will put it on a mount, and it will hang over my beautiful inn.
I'll be the surgeon.
Have you got any reward going for doing this? At all?
You probably have to talk to the mayor. At the moment, we're all just trying to do what we can to save these children and hope that they're still alive.
Understandable. Okay.
Backtracking slightly. Would I know if killing those kind of things would remove it, or would it be some sort of something
You know
else?
that these things are either cursed by an item or by a person. So either the item would have to be destroyed
Or the person.
or the person.
Okay, Karen.
Okay. We're going to go and find Billy's cave.
I'm gonna get
We'll let you
weapons.
know what happens. And that's why I open.
Good luck. I got better luck than I did. She seems like really defeated and really just like, especially like the last time you saw her, she was really like, no, we're gonna do this, and she was really bossy, and she may have looked angry, but she was still really confident in what she was doing. But after last night's events, she just seems completely defeated now.
She needs a boost of morale.
She needs some weed.
Preaching to the choir sister.
Right, let's go get our guide and our weapons, and let's go kick some shadow butt.
Yep. As you like,
So
wage your-
you're walking 10 feet behind everybody, or in front of everybody, so all the bad luck hits you.
Oh, I
I-
see.
I don't say that out loud.
Okay.
As you
Use
go
me
to
as a
leave, a
leverage.
couple of people pat you on the back and shake your hand and wish you good luck. And it's a very small room. Everyone heard your conversation. So
Okay.
you are wished good luck by the town folk as you leave the crypt.
Cool. Right. Off to get our weapons, I suppose.
Yeah. As you walk outside, you see Bilius just. It's a beautiful day for adventure, wouldn't you say?
Oh, brother.
I've been telling people for ages about this cave, and no one would listen to me.
Do you think you're able to find it again?
I could find a needle in a haystack eventually.
Have you been
When
drinking?
you say eventually.
Have you been drinking?
No, the life is my ale.
Right, weapons.
Keep them away from me.
You see, he still has all his weapons on him. He's not got much. He's got a little bow and a little sword on his side. Let's go for it. And he leads the way, and he stands very proud and really OTT. He's really over the top, really almost hyperactive, really just like up and willing. And you make your way back to the town hall.
Yep.
As you step through, you don't see the mayor anywhere, but you do see Dom and Bill. They're kind of just sat on the pews, they're just chucking a stone to each other and just catching it, passing the time. And they see you and they stand up straight up. They're just there.
Thank you. You
Cheers-
did a smashing
cheers,
job.
boys.
Nice.
Collect weapons.
Let's see him adjusting his
Like,
belt.
Pick my
make sure
lump
everything's here, put
My
everything on.
Yep. As you
Yeah.
look down at your weapons, you see it is all there and in the exact place where you left it.
It better be.
I mean, they wouldn't dare try and pick up your.
Let's go.
I bet you they tried.
Right. And we
Good
gotta
luck.
get the horsey worsey
I
and the
wanna see
I
what
think
sort
it's
of
probably,
try.
it's probably better if we leave that here
Right, okay.
because we don't want to be dragging that through a forest.
Right.
So,
The horse and cart.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
As a little quick thing, can I say that I leave Laurie with the guard there with
yeah,
the
you can leave. You can leave.
Keeper Scott
No.
and with the horse, just so
Are you gonna leave them with the at the
if we can.
at the farmhand? Yeah, that's
don't
fine.
think
Yeah,
it's
no.
probably best stealth wise or anything like that to be
Having a hyperactive puppy around.
well that and driving a horse and cart through the forest.
Yeah, no, that never
Or
works.
with like an arm just hanging on.
Yeah, we need to get rid of that.
No, it's staying.
No.
It is my mark. You shall not.
The
get
mark
rid
of the hanging hand.
There we go.
So-
See.
So you hand over the puppy.
Yeah, for safekeeping, I'll.
Where are these two?
I think
Oh,
you're
no,
together,
we're just-
aren't you?
we're
We're all
together.
together, so.
I'm going to put the potatoes into the actual.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's not going to be carrying potatoes.
I was gonna say.
I'm going to launch potatoes at it.
It's my new weapon.
Have
It's my new
potatoes.
javelin.
Have potatoes.
So you make your way to the stables. You did
And as
see
I-
where your horse and
As
cart
I
ran off
see
to.
them wandering off, I say to the guy, see if you can get that hand off for me, please. Thank you.
as we've left, and Barakus
And you don't know till we get back, bitch.
She doesn't know I'm gonna kill someone for doing
The
this.
only
so-
problem is when you go near it because Gizmo's right near it.
It's the cart is there, and as you've approached, before any like hand ripping offing or potato hoarding has started, you see him just sat there like looking eerie at his cake.
Fucking love it.
Yeah. Evil little bastard.
Oh, he's definitely
I'm-
green.
I'll give him a bit more.
And see,
pocket
he's
bacon.
like, you know, when you're on a swing and he's just there trying to build momentum and swing. And you're,
To be honest, if you think about it, like without the mentalness, his hyperness is like Billy.
Billy sees it and he's just like, that's interesting. Where'd you get from? I want one. What do you feed it? What does it do? Can I let it out? Can I pet it?
No.
Do not let it out
No.
unless you want to die.
Can I pet it?
No.
Yeah,
No.
try it.
Oh, can we please have a try?
Billy,
He
No.
goes and puts his finger.
Right.
Five.
off we toddle, people.
Yep, you hand your puppy over to Scott, the stable boy, and he's like,
I'll leave some food with him as well, just to like.
really just, he sits on your cart. He's just there.
What, even with like Gizmo there? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
The puppy of
It's supposed to
love.
swing.
You're never coming back, are you, puppy?
Oh. Yes, it is.
Lauren, she's like licking her face.
He's a
and
brave
like,
soul.
See him like he puts her down and he's just there playing with her and she's just like repeating what he's doing. He's savaging her. Very
Good
excited
puppy.
about
And Gizmo just keeps it swinging.
that. And every now and then you hear her, and then be like, you realise he checks every now and then to make sure it's still in its cage. That's the next plague.
I'll give him some food to give
Yeah,
him
put
as
some
well.
little bits in the cage.
You might as well give him like a little stick so he can put the food on. Like, I wouldn't
That
trust
stick
my
will be
hand going
gone.
near that.
So Billy's is there and he's just like, right guys, let's go on an adventure.
Oh, he's so gonna die too.
Oh yes.
Let's try and keep him alive, okay?
Don't you worry about me. I grew up in the woods. Look at me. I'm woodbound.
Can we just
Yeah, but
tie
are you
him to
fight-bound?
like one of these
No.
two?
Well, there you
That's
go.
fine. You can say
Maybe I'll
that.
hide.
Yes, that's a good
I
idea.
can climb trees.
That's a very good
Very
idea.
good at climbing trees.
Just don't
Watch
climb
me
my
climb.
tree.
That's not a tree. Yeah.
Watch
Right,
it come.
so show us the cave.
Let's go. And as you walk out the gate which you came through, the guards see you with Billy. Have fun out there.
We'll try.
And
Help me.
is who's at the back of the marching order sort of thing?
Yeah.
You? He's like, if you lose them out there, it's okay.
Okay.
And Bilius leads you into the Krypt Forest Guard.
Okay, so if Billy's in front, it's gonna be one of you two being behind him. The one who had the idea.
Yeah.
Good idea.
It's not an overly dense forest, so, you know, you could walk in pairs instead of having to all be single file. It's not like, yeah, make it on.
Romance.
It's
Romance.
just swapping all the
It's a
way around.
romance.
Yeah, you know, it's as you step through, it's still, you know, it's only late afternoon. You still feel it feels like a nice forest. And the deeper you go in, it starts to get darker, and you feel. And Billy looks at you like, you feel that now, right?
Can I like keep a hyper aware for that sense that I felt?
You can. As you're getting deeper, and Bilius is there, and he's just like, right, you guys feel that now, right? And you do start to get that sense now, like something has overtaken this forest. Something that's here. It's not meant to be.
Okay.
Oh god, not another one.
Yeah.
Not one of those things
Bilius
again.
is leading the way, but can you please make perception checks, all of you?
Yeah.
Oh god. Nice.
20, but not natural.
Nice. Barakus.
22.
22. Awesome. High rolls there.
7.
7. Yep, sounds about right.
8.
8. Luckily, the good rolls outweigh the not so good rolls. You all managed to keep yourself aware enough. You all managed to keep yourself aware enough. You just roll natural 20.
No, I
I
read
was
it
going to say, that would have been amazing.
15,
Stop rolling dice.
17. Just you.
So he starts to lead you through the forest, and it does slowly start to get thicker, and you find you're having to traverse over fallen trees, and you see there's like thick webbing and stuff, and it's like, right, just a warning, there are some creatures in here that aren't particularly nice, but if we don't piss them off, you'll be okay.
Okay, so we
If
tried
not-
down.
I'm really quick on my feet.
Okay.
What about the rest of you? But I am.
There's our quickest one.
When you say there's some creatures in here, like what creatures?
He just looks up, and as you all look up at the canopy, you see it's thick webbing.
Spiders.
And you see the odd sort of rustle. He's like, we're going into their territory now. So, no loudness, no sudden movements. Just don't be stupid.
AKA nobody fart.
No farting. And whatever you do, don't
No.
disturb the web.
Okay.
And he goes through, and you see there are on the trees, like some of them are lined with webbing, and there's like thick parts. And as he's leading you through, you come to a nice little, not a big clearing, but a small clearing, and he like, right, wait, and you stand on the edge of the clearing for like 5 or so minutes. And you don't see anything happening, and even in the clearing, you don't see any birds flying over or anything like that. And he's like, okay, I think we're good. And you walk out. Do you want to walk through it in single file, or you want to do in 2 and 2s?
Can
Or
we check for traps?
Yeah,
you
can
can
we?
check for traps.
Yeah,
Just to, like, triple
let's
check
all
his-
check for traps.
I'll leave that for them too.
What are we rolling
Yeah, what
for
we're
that?
rolling for.
Please make a perception.
Yeah, okay. It's perfectly safe. 4.
I got 11.
Yeah, you don't see any traps. You're like, this looks good. What could possibly go wrong? And you walk through the canopy, not at a quick pace, but not, you know.
I watch where I'm
And
stepping.
Get
and
to the other side of the clearing. You're all good.
Okay.
You're
For
fine.
now.
And then better trouble.
Yep. So as you get through to the other side of the clearing, you see the webbing now as thick as you've ever seen it, and you've actually gonna have to traverse through it in order to get through. How, like, you remember the film Entrapment
Oh, yeah.
with the laser wires?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bit of this going on.
Oh, sick.
So
Fuck.
can we all please make? What are we gonna make you make? Please make
Dex.
acrobatics checks.
Oh, that's right.
Oh
I saw a
shit.
natural one, don't I?
Oh, fuck's sake.
You did indeed.
Yeah.
7.
I got 6.
Okay.
You said
Changing that dice.
acrobatics.
Yeah, can I have another
Acrobatics,
one? Because these are all just
I
crap.
just don't think you're good at rolling dice, sweetie.
You got to roll them a bit harder. It's weird, my ones, because they're so used to getting moved up.
27.
27.
Natural 1.
Alright, loose.
Oh, sorry. Carry on. I'm just
What did you roll?
6.
6,
7.
7,
1.
natural 1. You see Barakus and Bilius are there in the clearing, and they're just in and out. And as they turn around, we're like, come on then. And you both go through, you get there, and you're just like, oh god. And the sword is your sword on your shoulder, isn't it?
It's like...
Yeah.
Like...
So the
Yeah.
sword on your shoulder, you go forwards and you feel it dry, and you see it on the hilt stuck on the web. Ew, 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 ew. And you slowly just get through it, and you don't come up clean. You have got sticky webbing all over you. Elora, you are exactly the same as well. You saw what Viella did. You're trying to learn from her mistakes, and you're just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But you do get through, and Green is at the end, looking very bulky, very weapon-fied.
Like shit.
And he's like... and he goes under the first one, and he gets under it, and he's just like, no problem. And he goes again, and as you go up, your foot gets caught on a root, and you just face full, and you go to put your hands out, but as you're going to put your hands out, you make like a like that, so you take up even more webbing, and your arms are all encased in this webbing. And as you kind of get back up, and as you're getting up, you don't look as you're getting up, and you stand in even more webbing.
Oh, Jesus.
And you're just like,
Green, stop, move.
look behind you, oh, balls, and you traverse through the rest of it. You don't lift your foot high enough here and there, and you kick the odd web. You come out of it looking half mummified in spider
It would
webbing,
have been alright
And
if
it's
it was
just-
a 2 because it
it's
would have
just
turned to an 8.
sticking to you, and it's all over your scales, all over your shield, your sword. You are covered in webbing, and it's thick, strong webbing as well.
So, it takes
So
me a
your
while.
weapons are covered in it. Yourself. Yeah.
But one of us had to roll a natural
Well, one
one.
of you had to. And you all stand there for just a couple of seconds. You don't hear anything. Bilius is there like, we should probably move a little bit quicker now.
Yes.
Yes.
We should be coming to the end of their territory soon, I hope, unless they've expanded. But given the time of year, hopefully they haven't. Winter, they tend to burrow underground and stay there, I hope. And he starts to traverse through it all. Can you make perception checks, please?
Six.
6,
I'm not rolling well today at all.
5.
19.
19,
13.
13. So as you're traversing through, you two, you see some weird shapes above the tree line.
Oh, shit.
And as you're walking, start pacing. You think it's almost, you feel like something's watching you. And slowly
I
creeping.
quickly message, like, Elora, and be like, look up, stand still, look up,
Probably
gently.
Do you look?
I won't stand still, but I
Yeah.
look up as I'm walking. I'm like,
You look, and you see what she's on about. You just see these big legs, like, through the canopy.
must go faster.
Billy, we need to move now.
Billy looks, yep, we need to move. And,
Must go faster.
and like, so you all start to, you almost break into a run. Can you all please make,
Stealth.
athletics checks,
Oh, God.
as you're going to be jumping over fallen branches,
Now I roll,
diving
okay.
over things.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
8. No. 17.
17.
11.
11.
17.
17.
10.
10.
I'm gonna die.
Average rolls. So as you're running, you're almost, you know what you're running from, but you're not even sure if you're being pursued. You are all just bombing it as quick as you possibly can just to try and leave this nightmare behind you. You're jumping over tree trunks, grabbing on branches to try and swing over anything that's fallen on the ground, jumping over vines, random dead animal carcasses by you. And as you run, you kind of start to slow as you all start to become out of breath. And Billy slows you down, and he's like, so... okay, let's go. And as you run, you come to a clearing, and you all sort of halt as you get to the clearing. Not a massive clearing, just a little small clearing, and you all look behind you, and you can't see anything. However, if you wish to make perception checks, you can.
I would like to.
Yeah. 13.
12.
17.
17?
5.
So as you're all looking that way, you're like, I can't see anything. You turn back and there's a giant spider dangling in front of you. And it's just looking at you all its eyes. And let's roll initiative.
Billy!
Billy!
Oh, we're all going to die.
You're all going to die
Down here.
Come on.
Am I gonna have a... Am I still in the webbing? so
Why
can't
do
grab
I
my
want
You
to
didn't
die
say you took it off.
today?
No.
That's your third dice as well.
I was
You
going to
might
say
have
there was no
another one.
chance of me taking it off because we just bolted straight through, didn't we?
So
I'm
this
surprised
is
you
the
got
bush
this.
line.
Oh Lord, nobody said it right.
I love how you're telling us, even though you were the last one to do it.
Alright, bush line. So this is where you guys are. So if you'd please like to place yourselves.
Where were we?
Well,
Were
I
we behind
was-
or?
I think
was
we're kind of.
Pretty much with
right.
Billy, so I'd be
In
near
the
enough to front.
thing. I think I'd have been like.
We thumb stuck.
This is Billy. Billy's number 3, alright?
Okay.
God.
Hello. Hello.
Yep.
And I said to them not to let me go near him.
And
Oh,
our
fell
enemy has... Note, there's overhanging... Oops, sorry, Monty. There's overhanging trees. Monty's just dead. So there's overhanging trees up to around 10 feet in front.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no more trees because it's obviously a small clearing. But the clearing itself isn't massive. So the clearing itself, it's probably around this. I can't wait till my new Dungeon Craft stuff comes. And got all these things that we can add to it. It's going to be fantastic.
Nice.
And there are these little gaps here. Those are the gaps you can openly see. That'll be an easy pathway. So yeah, and the overhang goes to 10 feet. So that's your overhang mapped out as well, alright?
Okay.
Viella, your initiative, please.
6.
Green?
8.
These dice really hate me.
Laura,
20.
20. Is that natural or non-natural?
No, not natural. I rolled 17.
Ah, fair. Barakus,
15.
Oh no.
15. So the enemy, surprising, lunging down on you almost, gets its surprise attack. So as it dangles down in front of you there, Barakus, it's just gonna come like that at you. It's almost like it's swinging back and forth like an arch.
Sweet.
And it is gonna take its bite attack at you. And that's 21 to hit.
Yep.
Nice. That's a D8. That is 10 points of piercing damage. And can you please make a Constitution saving throw?
Do you have a venom?
So that's
No.
that one.
Con save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet, bought some.
did. I used it.
10.
10. So that is 10 is a fail.
Sweet.
So you now take another 11 points of poison damage.
Oh dear God.
So
Where is it been?
He is literally all this.
Got healing for
Sweet.
everything.
Yeah. So that was its surprise attack. Top of the round, Elora.
I'm gonna throw a fireball at it.
Yep. Roll to hit, please.
13.
13 just misses.
Okay, so it's 14. And I'm not going to move, but
Just to let you know, you can move through this, but it's thick, so it'll be half your movement speed if you choose to traverse through it. You're not in its range, just to let you know.
actually, yeah, then I will move.
Yep.
So I was here, so that. Okay, so I'm on that one. Okay, I'm gonna move to like here then,
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
just so I'm in a range that I'm not gonna hit any of these guys.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that's me.
That's you. Barakus. Spider is dangling in front of you. You see its snappers glistening with a foul green looking liquid.
Little asshole. Bum bum bum.
Bum.
Bum. I'm gonna use my hellish rebuke on it
Mm-hmm.
at first,
Yeah.
which I will look in my little diary just to remember.
So you haven't used that in a while, have you?
I know, right? It's been hiding here the whole time.
Yep. So what do I need to make on the save? So that'll be your.
So that would be.
So flip over to your spell sheet.
Oh, I've got it on my actual app.
Ah, well,
So
that, we
I'll
need,
get
I need
my app.
that, yeah.
I knew I should have wrote something down before I started. My fault.
I think it's a dex or a con.
Spell, yeah. So spell DC.
Spell save DC, yeah.
So 12.
On is the spell itself. It requires what check?
Dex.
Dex. Thank you. So that's 11. So it fails. So roll your 2d10, and then it takes the full damage.
Oh,
Oh,
10.
nice.
So you're dead on 10 for that one. And 6.
16. So that's 16 points of fire damage.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah.
So I gotta mark that one. Yoink. And then, because that's just a normal attack action. Isn't it?
Yep. So you still got your bonus action and your movement.
Okay, so I'm gonna disengage.
Yeah.
And you said this slot is half movement.
It is, but because you disengaged, you can actually run past it if you wanted to go more into the opening.
Run!
Basically run through it, dangling, so you can just
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like slide on your
Yeah.
knees sort of thing, or roll.
Okay. So I'm disengaging. So would that class as a step there? Just literally right beside
You
it.
just can go. to
Or
the
just
side.
go.
Yeah, yeah, so it's 5, 10, whatever you want to do.
10, 15, 25. I'll use my full and just go there.
Yeah.
And that is me.
That is you. The spider, as you go almost roll underneath it, the spider glimpses at you, just missing you. Luckily, you're just able to Indiana Jones roll out of it. At that, the spider is just swinging there, and it just lands facing you lots, and it's just there snapping its claws at you, and it looks at you, Viola, and it rears back and it spews its web right at you.
Run, bitch, run!
That is a 7 to hit.
No.
No.
So it shoots its web at you, but you see it coming. You kind of move, and it shoots right past you. A bit still splashes on you. It's horrible, thick ichor on you, but it misses. At that missing, it cuts almost like scurries back, so it goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It rolls a natural 1 for stealth. So as it tries to like hide itself almost in the bushes. Yeah, it was number 1, that's fine. As it tries to hide itself in its bushes, you can still see its sort of bulb still like pointing out of the thick foliage. And that is its turn. Green.
I'm just gonna try and rip this webbing off.
Yep, just spend your action ripping it off like.
Because I can't get to my weapons until I rip it all off.
Cannot. I was waiting for you to try to make an attack. So you're there ripping it off, and it's just. Actually, it's like chewing gum almost. You're pulling it off, and it's just thick. And you're flicking it off, and it's sticking to your hand, and you're having to like rub it onto the ground to try and really free yourself. So that was your action. You do still have a bonus action and a movement.
As we just stand
I'll
there.
just stay where I am.
Yeah, that's fine. So Viola, you're on.
Alright. Well, as there's nobody there, what have I got? 5, 10. Hang on, so until I get out of this bit, the 2 front squares.
Probably just move 1 if you wanted to shoot at it.
Are we trying to figure out if it's...
I'm just gonna probably like come out there because otherwise
you
then I'm out. But you said here was like half my movement. So
No.
Yeah.
In this, in the squiggly
Like, I
line,
went
that
half
is
my
thick.
movement.
10, 15, 20 there.
Friend?
And I'm just gonna quickly shout to Barakus and be like, "Are you okay?"
I'm hanging.
Because did you got vellum, didn't you? Like bit.
Yeah, he attacked me with his...
Yeah, you got poison
Snappers.
damage. Yeah.
So I'm poisoned.
Oh, lovely.
The thing about poison damage, you're not poisoned.
Yeah,
It's just poison damage. Yeah, so he hasn't got any lasting effects on
Yeah.
that. It's
That
So
just,
he's not like
worse.
got
Yeah.
funny or anything.
no. There
Right.
are different
I've
types of
literally
poison.
Okay.
If there's ever an effect like that, you'll know about
Oh,
it.
okay. And then as I'm here, I'm going to. What's the god lady called?
Melora?
That's one.
Oh god. I can see what's going to happen. I'm going to burn alive for her
Yeah.
praying for this.
Yeah. And Barakus goes down.
Barakus burns into flames,
I'm gonna
dies.
get my crossbow out, ready, and be like, right guys, come on, get out now, like to run out over here. Because if it's hiding over here, yeah?
You see it there.
Okay. So I'm gonna stay here, but have like my
So you're holding your action?
like have my crossbow out ready. I'm ready to like fire, but I'm gonna keep tracking it as it moves.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I'm gonna say, right guys, move, like, because you know,
Run.
what, like run. Yeah, I've got like the bow on him, but I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I can do.
Bilius will go after you, assuming that's everything.
Yeah.
Ah! Spider! He pulls out his little hand short. Ah! Missed!
Oh, Billy, stop it!
What?
Just run and get out now.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to like
There we go.
in my like. In
So
my
we're running.
Yeah, I'm like keeping it in my head for the fact that if like the god lady that they pray for is like all like the animals and stuff like that and all like the woodland,
Sound logic.
I don't really want to go killing it and piss her off for the fact she's just fixed your puppy's leg. Like, so I don't want to piss her off if
Yeah.
this thing is actually real. So I'm just holding.
Okay, yeah,
Ready.
You can't fight with that logic.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it's true. So,
oh, sorry.
twat. Top of the round, Elora.
Okay, I'm gonna move. Right, so that would be
So
10,
yeah.
and then 15, 20, 25, 30.
You can use your action to dash as well if you wanted to get. all
Oh
the way over
yeah,
there. So that will give you again your movement speed again.
no, I won't. I'm gonna. I can still see it as well, can't I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw another firebolt at it.
Yeah, that's cool. Roll to hit.
And as I do, I'm gonna say, "So are we running?" Oh, yeah, no, I miss. 7, 9.
9? Yeah, 9 does miss.
I'll be like, "Are we running then?" And yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Barakus.
Yeah. Bam. I'm gonna move.
It's a fat tuning.
So I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna bonus action hide.
Yep, so roll your stealth, please.
20 not natural.
20 not natural. Nice.
And that's me.
Yeah. Enemy number 1. It's gonna just skirtle out. So it's just gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. It's gonna get right up to you. It's really creepy legs. It moves so quickly. It makes your skin crawl just looking the way that it moves. And it's gonna take a bite out of like your thigh. That's cocked.
Right.
That's not very good. That's a 9 to hit.
No.
So it just misses you. Yep.
Okay.
And that is enemy number 1. Green.
How much of the weapon have I got off?
Oh, you're all your weapons are now clear of the webbing.
Okay. So I am.
See a massive tank
15.
just come out of the
Yep.
clearing.
I'm going
Dum, dum,
reckless
dum,
with
dum.
my
Reckless.
great axe.
Yeah.
14.
14 is on the nose.
Sweet.
Knife and
Oh, and my bad. These are classed as large beasts. So I'll say it's there, and it's that 4 square circumference. All right.
So it's a bit like
So you
Monty.
can still hit it. Yeah.
15.
15. What points of damage?
Yep.
Yep. Yep. So as you slice into it, how do you want to do it?
Oh, yes. I just want to split it totally in half.
Yeah. So you come up, and your big axe, you split it. It's a large beast, so you can't split it
Yeah.
all in half. But as you go to swing at it, it rears up, and you get to at least halfway through its body, and it just curls up and it just flops. It's got such tremendous and heavy weight that axe slips out of your hands as it falls to the ground and just curls up. And the beast is slain.
Nice.
Right, I'm going to pull my great axe out, of course.
Yeah. As you pull it out, it's covered in this thick green ichor, and it stinks.
Lovely.
Is it a tarantula?
It is a giant spider.
Because
Literally
I
what it
have
says in the book.
I have half a vial of tarantula venom. I want some more.
You can do a medicine check on it if you wish.
Milk it.
Milk it.
Milk the spider.
I don't want to see this character.
12.
12. You get you manage to add a small amount to it. Unfortunately, when Green cleaved the beast, it cut right through its venom sac, so a lot of it spewed out onto the ground, and it's slowly like singeing away.
Okay, no problem. Right, yeah, we better skedaddle because
Yeah.
that probably made some noise.
So remaining in initiative order, Viola.
Oh man.
Take a look, right.
What?
So we're leaving, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fine. So make your
Making
peace
moves.
leave.
She falls over.
As you
and
get
dies.
to around there, another spider.
Oh, for the
drops from
love of
clearing.
God!
It rolled a 25, which is why you didn't see. Which is why you didn't
Yeah.
see its
I
passion.
moved my thing and everything.
I wanted to say don't move it, but I didn't want to.
That's fine.
This spider just comes. It doesn't come crashing down on you, but it just
in
crashes
front of
right in front of you, and it looks
Pissed.
pissed. And
Oops.
it's snapping wildly at you, and it goes, grab your thigh.
Great.
What's
Kill
it?
zero.
What's
Nice
it
a bit
aiming for your
fine.
thigh?
I don't know.
It likes a bit of fine.
And with a natural 20.
Oh.
Oh.
I think I was the lucky one.
Sorry.
Well, it said it hit the maximum point. I got a 28.
28.
It's all good.
It might not be.
2d8 times that by 2.
Look at the calculations going. And don't
So
forget you'll
that's
get
11 points of piercing damage.
Mm.
And please make a constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna die, bitches!
I think we're going to end up having a little rest, won't we?
Right, where, right.
More than that, you
Constitutional
can carry me
saving
flash
throw,
them.
yeah?
Yes, please. So, is it top of the
Ooh,
list? savings?
60. Yeah.
Nice.
Come on, 60. Oh, fuck you.
I love her reaction. Fucking hell.
14?
14 passes, but you still take 4 points of poison damage.
Oh,
Lucky son of a
God.
bitch.
And again.
Yeah.
Okay. If you need a
The
calculator.
hiders
Oh,
in
you're
front of
not.
you are snapping away.
As
And the
it's happened.
spider has entered initiative.
It's having a nice bit of our fine.
It is having some very nice elven meat.
It's like, oh, I want that fine. Nom, nom, nom.
No.
Cringe.
Elora.
Um,
Oh, actually, no, it's its turn again. Oh, no.
No,
No, we ended
because
the
it-
round, surprise round. Yep, it's fine, Elora.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna.
I was like, what?
Oh, do we have a model to put
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Monty?
We use this ugly fucker.
there?
It stays in the 4.
Dave, I didn't realise you were a figurine.
Yeah, well, it's the hardest figurine to beat in the bloody game anyway.
So,
Guys?
Yeah.
Help.
Right. I am going to back up.
Are you sure that's why
Yeah.
you back up?
Well, it's a 4 foot square. No matter where I'm going to go, I'm screwed. And then I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at it. All 3.
Please
a
miss me.
Scorching Ray spell or cantrip?
It's a spell.
It's a spell, I thought it was.
God damn it, you really.
Yeah,
My,
so-
it's a 2nd level spell.
So, do you roll that natural 20 before or after your spell?
I don't know.
Let's roll it before.
Really?
Yeah. Did you go to cast it?
12.
You're so lucky.
Right.
That was a little bit weird and confused
That-
for your
that-
sister
that-
there.
that was sort of
14.
14 hits.
Okay, so that was the first one. 20, not natural. That hits.
Hits.
And 15.
All 3 hit.
Okay,
Nice.
so right, this is the first one
Yeah.
for 7 points,
Yeah.
3 points, 6 points.
It's snapping at you, and all of a sudden, these just get hit by these rays. It starts looking around and just snapping even more furiously.
Furious.
Barakus, unless Elora, is there anything else you wish to do?
No.
Barakus.
Right, I'm gonna.
Billy's cut up into a ball. What's my life?
At least the music sounds good. No, you want. Is this a spider?
Spider.
I'm gonna move.
Yep.
So, because I was like sort of there, so
Yeah,
it'd be
so
that
it will take
Yeah.
10 feet. Yeah.
to 10, 20, 30.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna hide again.
Mhm.
28.
Very nice. Yeah.
And that's me.
Green.
That's cool. I'll move to that.
Nice.
And I'm going to go swinging again
Yeah.
and reckless.
Reckless.
24.
24 hits. Please roll for le damage.
11 and 12, 13, 14, 15 again.
15 points of damage. Well, how do you want to do this?
Exactly.
Same again.
Exactly the same.
Hey, bada. And instead of it rearing up this time, it doesn't quite have a chance, and you just swing, you cut it right at the bulb. And as the bulb splits, all these little spider babies start crawling out of it, and it will start they just run and spread, and they just run all up the trees into any bushes, and it's just this black ichor
That's
just
scared of me.
spread all around on the ground, and it stinks.
Thanks for saving my butt again.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. And the spider.
How many times has that asked? 3 times now.
Probably not doing very well.
Ping.
Can we,
Hang on.
Oh.
No, my baby.
are we out of initiative order now?
Nope.
Maybe.
Can I make a check to see if there's any spiders lurking around?
You can
In
make
the
a
bush.
perception check if
He
you
gets the
wish.
bitey check.
Yes, wait for it.
19.
All you see is small spider.
So as you're looking around, extremely creeped out by all the little small ichor spiders, you don't see any more.
Okay, maybe we should hightail it out of here now.
Billy's, yes, please.
Like, yeah, let's go.
I don't like spiders.
Bada boom.
Bada boom. Yeah,
It's alright,
and
we have a rooster.
You start to push through. It's like, right, well, last time when I went to the cave, well, the weird thing, there was spiders, and then there was more forest. We'll just keep going, and hopefully we'll get there. Sort of.
We should get far enough away from that spider clearing.
Yeah.
And
But we
have
need
a
to find
rest.
somewhere that we
Yeah.
can sit, and because
Well,
Barakus took a bit of a hit.
We were
in-
quite far out of their territory. It must have really pissed them off to make them chase us that far.
I wonder why.
I told you not to
Well,
play
hello, it was
dicey.
the, like, the 3 of us.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna blame myself. Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So you're walking through the woods. Billy is again taken lead. He seems a little bit more relaxed. The woods itself is slowly getting darker. The canopy is a lot thicker now, and there's a lot less natural light coming through.
we should
And you
take.
start to, it's almost like wading through. You got to cut the odd like little bit of the bush here and there to try and get through. And you come to not a clearing, but a patch.
Okay. So
In
maybe
Does
we'll
Billy's,
take
they're
rest
Does
of
like-
it feel safe enough? Like, I'm guessing that feeling has been getting stronger as we've been
Yeah.
getting it.
I mean,
Can you hear-
Bilius himself says, if we need to stop, this is probably going to be our only chance.
Yeah, I think we should
Yeah.
I think we should definitely,
rest a little bit.
rest a little bit and keep our wits about us, because we're going deeper.
Yeah.
Can we do a check to make sure, like, around, see if we, like...
Oh, I'm fine. So I don't mind keeping watch
Same.
Yeah.
because I didn't take.
Because
I
I've
don't need to
taken
roll
enough
any
of
So
dice. or
if
anything.
those who were injured would like to roll their hit die, please.
And perception checks.
You both make perception checks, yes, please.
Why can't I, like...
I'm not good at perception.
With disadvantage because it is thick.
Yes.
Just really
No, you right. Yours is a D10.
Oh, why have I
So you
keep
can
doing
you
this?
can roll a d10 up to 3
Okay.
times.
Yeah.
So my perception's 9.
9.
Mine was 6.
Okay.
Right. So +3. So
That's
that's
4.
4 points.
Okay.
Roll
So you
again.
can roll again. So that's another 4 points.
That's 8 points.
Come on, you sexy bitch.
Do you just roll 3? Oh no,
7.
7.
So that's 10.
Okay.
So that's fine. That you only lost 13 points. So that brings you up to your health total. So you can rub out the 13,
Right, what else am I rolling?
and I'll show
So
you in a
rub
minute,
for
and
my
then
hit
rub
die.
out that 3 because
I
you've
think that
spent
was
all
it,
your
wasn't it?
hit dice for the day.
How much did you get back?
I've already added it all
Alright.
up, so that's what I'm at now is 18.
So that's why. So you rolled two. You rolled a
A
D8
D8.
3 times because you're level
Oh.
3, so you can
Oh,
roll
sorry.
it 3 times. You get
3
one
plus-
for each
okay.
level.
Plus your constitution to each roll as well.
Yeah.
That's fine, 'cause we haven't used this, have we, before? So.
So 6 plus whatever your con is.
So that would have
So-
brought you up to nearly max health.
But I'm totally lost.
24.
Right,
So
right,
this
so
year
the
is your
con save,
constitution,
yeah,
plus
so
3.
I have to add the
Is
3
that
onto
plus
that
3?
one.
Yeah. So we'll put plus. I can't do a upside down 3 if you write 3. You can do a plus.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Now I'm with you. I was like,
yeah,
what? I was like, what?
So
Yeah.
that should
Okay.
bring you back up.
Yeah,
because
because
your
you're
HP is built from your con modifier and your armor's from your dex.
Yeah, so each time you roll a hit dice, you add
Yeah,
your constitution
that's
modifier to it as
So
well.
is
It's like
that
an
so? Is
extra
he
bonus.
back up to normal
Yeah, he's
now?
back
Yeah.
to
So you
full.
make sure you rub your 18, otherwise
Oh,
you'll
Dead.
And over there.
Dead.
And change that 2 to a 3 because you can do it 3 times. But you can no longer do that now until you've had a long rest.
If I put 3 and just put
Yeah.
0 in total,
Yeah, so
so I
Lovely.
know. Okay, we got on there.
alright, yeah.
Jesus.
So it's quite a tense sort of rest. Well, definitely one of the more tense ones that you've had here. And you're just looking around yourselves like, even those who are trying to heal themselves are finding it difficult to relax with this really thick, dense woods, and you feel the air around you getting thicker and hotter. It's almost as though it's harder to breathe. Like you know when the kettles are going,
Yeah.
it's just so damp here. You see Bilius is looking nervous.
Do you recognise this place? Is this kind of like what you saw before?
That's what's worrying. I think we're getting closer. I mean, I've grown up in the woods my whole life. I've spent years in this town just frolicking around in the woods. Spiders never any gave me any trouble. I never do anything to them, and then all of a sudden, everything changed.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to fix that.
I hope so as well. Well, do we all feel as though we're rested?
Yeah, I think we should.
I'm living more.
Yeah.
What time is it? Like, is it? Obviously, we
It's
can't
hard,
see from the thing,
it's
but
hard to
Hard to
tell
tell.
because of the canopy, but you feel as though you've been walking for 2, maybe 3 hours.
it's about midday-ish.
Yes.
I would use my sundial, but you won't be able to see them.
No sundial,
there's no point in here.
Could just stick it in the ground. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yep, so you carry on traversing. Unfortunately, you are now moving at half speed due to how thick and dense and overgrown and wild the woods is becoming. You're all having to get your knives and daggers out and having to cut your way through. Slowly, he starts to creep up. He's like, wait. And he looks, and he's like, just wait here. And you see him just like scale a tree. He's really good at climbing trees. He was not exaggerating. He's just like Spider-Man as he goes up it. You start to lose sight of him as he goes up there. And you see him. I think I can see it in the distance. You hear this, not a loud call, but barely make out what he's saying. I think maybe another half hour, maybe.
Can you? Oh, I'm trying the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Can you see anyone? Is there anyone around?
No, it's just a darker clearing, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
you see his butt slowly start to slide down the tree, and he's like traversing from branch to branch and lands. Right, well, I almost want to say goodbye at this point, but I suppose if I brought you here, I should probably carry on and just piss the spiders off now, so I
Yeah, you don't want to go
walk
back.
up back alone.
It's okay though. So, but when we get to the clearing, you can hide yourself and.
I will.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that.
Oh, we're not.
Right, well, best have our wits about us now. Even
think
I
we
don't know what's about to happen.
I think we should go stealth. Or as stealth as we can. and-
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
stealthy as
Brambles.
I mean, you're
possible.
already moving half movement speed.
So
You'd be like half if you stealthed.
See where we're going slower,
Yeah.
Okay.
but
But yeah, just
it's,
being more
Bit
alert
careful.
and careful.
Okay.
Is there anything in particular any of you are looking out for?
everything.
Any kind of like marks?
Mm-hmm.
I guess arcanic.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a word?
Yeah, I'll say it's a
Yeah.
word. I know what you mean, so it
Yeah,
counts.
like that
Yeah.
kind of like glyphs or
Yeah.
things like that,
Yep.
or anything that would indicate like things being dragged through.
Mm-hmm. So as you slowly make your way through, it's probably been around 10-15 minutes of slow traversing, and you start to notice that there's little to no wildlife now. Before you heard like the odd little snap and scuffle that you would assume would be your average rabbit, but at this point you're starting to not hear anything, and that feeling that you've been growing stronger, it's almost given a sick feeling into your stomach. You're starting to see half ripped apart bodies of deers, rabbits, claw marks in the trees. See where bark has just been ripped clean. As you slowly start to traverse, you also start to smell a very sour bile scent.
Yeah.
And as you start to come up, you see it's nothing in a clearing. It's all very much still quite thick, but you can see what looks to be a small average size twig made kind of hut, and then you can see it looks as though it's been dug.
What, like a hole?
Yeah, it looks as though it leads into the ground. The way it
Slopes in.
leads in, yeah.
Oh, this is not going to be nice.
Nope.
It's like, guys, this is giving me a really, really sick feeling. Kind of like the last time we were in a forest with spiders. With big creepy monsters.
That ugly thing
Yeah.
in the hut.
I'm feeling really, really sick right now. Kind of bring it up the pile. And as she says that, she casts Mage Armor.
Yeah, that's fine. So looking at you, just a little glimmer to yourself.
Yeah.
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 You all advance.
I'm going to
Can we... Is there
get my
anything
longsword
moving?
already.
Oh,
You
you don't
see
see
anything
anything moving
Do we
around the
hear
area.
anything? Do we hear anything?
No. It's oddly quiet.
Too quiet.
You feel like Bilious tug at your sleeve. Should we look? Would you guys look and I climb up a tree and hide?
Right.
Perhaps if I climbed up the tree I can let you know if anything comes.
Can you send messages?
No.
Do you know any bird calls?
No.
You're a wood elf.
I know.
How do you not know bird calls?
He makes a convincing whistle like bird sound, but it's a little bit loud.
That'll do.
Okay, climb up a tree, and if you see anything, like, not us, come out of the huts or anything like that we might not
Make an
notice.
animal sound?
Make an animal sound.
Okay.
Do you want me to go up
It
with him?
climbs up.
Do you want to? It's up to you.
Because I can make other noises as well.
Starts to climb up. He's
I was
already.
just
He's
thinking
gone.
he's-
He's up there.
Because he's not going to be in the
Is he
fog.
up there? That quick?
Well, that's true.
I was just going to, like, keep him up and out and maybe a lookout
Well, I
for
don't know,
us.
just burn.
I mean, if you wanted to
Shoot
go
up
up and
his
get a
arse.
vantage point, you can.
I wanted to scope it out at least.
Yeah. If that's something you want to do, go for it.
tree.
Of course, a different tree. It'll come flying out if I go up the same tree.
Yeah, he might freak himself out. Yeah, if
One
if
minute you won't see, but the next minute he's down on the floor and probably passed out.
Yeah, I mean, if that's something you want to try, go for it.
Yeah, I want to try and scope out. So I want to climb up a different tree. from
Yeah, that's
Billy.
fine.
Get like a different height on it. Or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, but there is many of
'Cause you
tree.
can send message as well, can't you? Can you send message?
I
No,
can,
mage hand, that's
I
what it
can,
is,
I can do
just-
mage hand and I can make
That was
different noises.
Yeah.
But yes, I'll climb a tree.
Yeah, that's fine. So you climb a tree. Please make a acrobatics check.
That's where I fall on my ass. 13.
13. You're not quite as good as Bilious at this, but you're quite nimble and you're strong, and you manage to park yourself quite nicely on a taller branch, and you have a good scope looking down onto this woven hut.
Do I see anything
No.
different from when we were down on the ground?
All you see now, you have a clearer view of the hut now. You can see the top of it, and you just see it's almost like arches down into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But aside from that, all you can see is the landscape of the woods. If you squint in the far end, you can see the signs of mountains, but that's a very, very lot of miles away.
Okay.
It's kind of refreshing being up here. You feel a bit more of the air hitting you, whereas
Yeah.
below it was really heavy, but it feels a bit lighter, a bit breezy up here. A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we going
Yeah.
Hope so.
Going in weapon drawn.
I'm gonna put my weapon away, but I am gonna. Oh, I can't. Can I?
Why?
Can I fireball and keep it in my hand?
No.
That's just bringing notice to yourself anyway. Fire in the
No, I
woods.
know, but if I'm going into a dark place, I want to.
Remember
like,
the
dark
flaming
No.
bush issue.
You do have dark
You
vision.
have dark vision.
No, but Green doesn't, does he?
No, it's useless.
That's okay. Right, Green, are you coming in or are you going to stay out here?
I'm coming in.
Okay.
To be honest, I wouldn't really trust him by himself. But
Who would?
Yeah,
But
I'm
then
gonna
again,
I'm gonna
there's me in a
actually get
tree.
my sword back out for the fact I can't actually do anything. So I'm gonna get my sword out ready.
Yeah, that's fine.
I am going to hang back.
So who is going to peek?
Me.
I won't be able to see anything.
Do
It's
you know,
like,
this is
nothing
actually
there.
kind of deja vu, but reverse. Because wasn't it us last time
Yeah.
that went
yes.
into a
yes.
tried to draw out something from a hut that
And
didn't
bad thing
quite go.
happened to you where
Yes.
I was hiding like, heh.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But now
about right.
I'm in a tree, just like watching over.
Are you going to approach stealthy?
Stealthy.
Please make a stealth check.
Is she going by herself or is it both of you?
Me by myself.
Such a man. Good job.
I'm going to hide.
Please
I'm
make
going
a
to make
stealth
sure
check.
I hide.
You want to make a stealth check then, please, if you're hiding?
Yeah, I'll do the same.
I'm like
Yeah.
like in the edge of the clearing in the bushes.
To be honest, I don't know what would come out, so I'll hide in my tree.
11.
What did you roll for your
12
stealth?
for
12?
stealth.
Yeah.
5.
5?
And I rolled
29.
11.
Yeah.
So I making sure I state the hiding. I learnt my lesson.
So, you all feel as though you're well hidden. You, Viola, you're stepping slowly towards it. Have you got a weapon drawn, did you say?
Yeah, so I got.
Yeah, so you got your sword drawn. You kind of go to the entrance of it. You just peek in, and it is quite dark in there. But what you see is it actually looks as though it's a tunnel that leads down into the ground. And as you step in almost and look, you see it is literally, this is almost like the entrance to a dug out sort of earth tunnel.
Okay, I'm going to quickly, step back a little bit.
Yeah.
And be like, and turn around and then notice that nobody's there and be like, great. I'm just gonna send a message to Alora and be like, where the fuck did you go? And it's dark down here and there's a big fat tunnel. So you come in or you hiding like a pussy?
I'm gonna message her back.
Damn.
Can you hear anything? Can you see anything? What is it?
It's a big dark hole.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can't see anything.
Does
Does it look natural?
No, it looks like it's been like a dug out by something.
But do we want to follow? That's the question.
What do you want me to do?
Oh, like hell.
I'll let Green know what Viola has found.
I'll
Because I
just,
think we're like next to each other. So I can...
I've obviously kept my sword drawn, but I've stepped back out a little bit, and I'm just like peering into the darkness, like, oh shit.
I'll send another
Yeah.
message. Does it seem like it goes far? How is it steep or?
It does. It's like quite steep in. Yeah, it's literally like looks like something's burrowed down there.
Is there any light coming from it?
I quickly, gently peek my head down. Do I see no light?
You don't see any light, no.
Do I smell anything?
It's still that horrible sour bile smell in
Do
the
I hear
air.
anything?
Don't hear anything.
I step back out. And then I go, no see, no hear, smell disgusting.
No lighty.
Is this the only structure in this clearing?
That you can see. It's barely even a clearing.
Is it kind of like just like bracketed with trees and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And it's just. I'll send a message. You lead, we follow. If you want to go in. And I've told Green all this as well, like what she's seen and everything like that. And I suppose I'd send a message to Barakus as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's
It's kind of
just-
like the middleman here. I know you can't reply back, but
This is just
There's
me
a whole-
like hiding in the tree. That's like I'm watching.
Right, so we're
he's
going
escort.
in. Okay, right.
Are you going in?
He's the
We'll get
bomber.
back out here then, and then I will go down gently.
I'll let Green know.
Okay.
To be honest,
Are you following her?
But to be honest, green needs light either way.
Okay, I'm gonna stealthily, gently start making my way down.
Are you
with
wearing
my-
like?
Yeah.
Have you got something you can cover, but like, so it's not like bright light, but something you could kind of half
Can you
cover?
not cast light?
That's what I'm asking.
Oh.
So pretty much like a branch, but like if it gets too bright, cover
Or like-
it in like a cloth.
Can you
If-
not?
if-
what about his
if Green
sword
has a
or
s-
something?
No, because you need 2 hands, don't you?
Mhm.
Your t-shirt, does it go over your belt?
Yeah.
Let it hang like low. If I cast light on his belt and his t-shirt's kind of covering it,
Yeah.
would it give him enough light to see without being too overly bright? Can I control
Yeah, like a
the
muff-
light?
No.
Density in
dim.
that?
No.
The dim
No, but he can almost muffle the light.
That's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
work out.
It's like a little like knob.
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
turn
just
it up
turn
and
It's like, yeah, that's about
d-
right.
d-
Okay, so I'll reach over and I'll cast light on your belt, but like so your t-shirt's hiding, so you've got enough light to see, but it's not like a beacon coming down this tunnel.
Mate,
Yeah, we
that'd
can
be
do that.
interesting.
Yeah,
You
I
see
wanna do
green
that.
walking down.
And it lasts for an hour, so. Oh my god.
Yeah. So what is the order, please?
Well, I'm still on a tree, so
And I will message Barakus to let them know that they're going in at least.
So who's going in?
Right, I'm going in first.
It's me.
Then him behind me, Green behind me, and then Elora being a pussy at the back.
Yeah, I'll be
And
like
you're not going.
hovering.
You're
no, I'm
staying
in
in
it.
the tree.
I'm staying in the tree at the moment with Billy.
Yeah, that's fine. So you're both just in your tree. Billy spots you and he's like, sits in his tree and he just looks at you. He's like, he throws something to you and roll a
Please catch it.
roll an
Rose.
acrobatics check, please,
Acrobatics,
with
yeah.
disadvantage.
With disadvantage. Oh, there's only one off. 19.
19. So as you catch it, and you open a small pouch. It's a small pouch with like fruit and nuts and stuff. And he
Bloody cinema, isn't it?
Oh.
swinging his legs off the chair like a little hobbit, just enjoying.
So all I'm gonna do is just like
Quite nice. They taste quite fresh as well. Like
something refreshing at
it's
least.
almost he was doing some foraging.
Sweet.
You three.
Uh-oh.
I'm kind of like hovering by the door as they're going.
So you're taking the lead, yes.
Yeah.
So it's an oddly steep, hand dug sort of slope as it goes by. It's very loose with mud, quite wet as well, and there's odd roots sticking out here and there. You almost have to crouch a little bit initially, and you have to go slowly down this steep slope. Can you please make a dex? No. Pardon me. Acrobatics check. Anyone who's going down, please make an acrobatics check.
15.
15.
9.
9. So you're steadily going and you feel like, okay, I've got this. Green.
Oh no! Green pig!
As you're trying to copy what
Yeah.
Vielle is
Keep
doing,
sending
pace,
messages 'cause
side,
we've got
side.
120 feet.
But you
Okay.
just feel
Until
your
you get
left
out.
leg just give way a little bit, and you just fall to your side, and you start to like slide. You only slide a couple of feet, and you're able to grab a root that's on the side of the tunnel, and you just kind of lift yourself back up. But you've made a hell of a sound.
Laura just cringed. Oh god, that's
Do I
echoed.
hear
All
anything
you've
outside?
seen is Green get like that.
Did I hear any of that?
You hear a thud.
Oh, great.
I'll message Barakus. Green fell again.
I'm just gonna shake my head. That's all I can do.
I just
Well,
keep forgetting.
Yeah,
I
120 feet.
keep
I think I
forgetting.
can reach
Like,
Yeah,
could
you
use
do
that.
have your
But
inspiration.
I'm
I'm
gonna, like gently,
I keep
quietly, quietly whisper to Green and be like, "Please be careful. It's really loose. Like, please just go really, really gently, really, really steady. Otherwise, you're going to land and squish me. Not squish.
So
Not
you
squish.
start to traverse down again, and it goes down for a little while. Actually, you sense it goes down at least like maybe 50 feet down into the earth.
Jesus.
And as you're getting down, it does slowly start to level out.
Okay.
And as it levels out, it is really quite tight. You yourself, Green, you feel quite like, because you're quite a broad dragonborn, you do feel quite compact, and you are having to crouch a little bit due to your height. And you yourself are just like, oh, this is kind of horrible. And it's really damp. The structure itself seems really loose. There's no wooden rods or anything like that. It's just a dug tunnel.
Okay. Right, just stop a minute. I'm gonna send a message to Alora and be like, right, we've gone down like 50 feet. It's really dark, really tight. There's nothing holding this up at all. So if this goes, we're fucked. Like, that's it. What do you want me to do?
Can you see anything?
As you look ahead, all you see is just a winding tunnel.
Just a dark winding tunnel. What do you want me to do?
Maybe keep going a little bit.
Okay. Do I see anything like on the... I know you said it's all like loose and everything. Is there anything like carved in or anything like...
You see the odd like... You know, you see where it's like almost been dig and it's just been like... So you see the odd like little flat smooth bit. You know, if you were to run like a shovel on a bit of mud, you see the odd flat bit like that. But you don't see any...
Does it look like if it's been made by an animal or a human or...
Please, what are you trying to ascertain?
I'm trying to ascertain like what dug this out, like whether it was human.
So make an
made.
intelligence check.
So like if it was dug by claws or by tools.
Where am I? Oh, okay then.
No, that's your savings. So just a normal.
Oh, there. Oh, still plus 2. Oh yeah, bitches. 80. Non-natural 20.
Looking at this, you sense that it was potentially a bit of both. Like, in your head, you don't know of any animal that would be able to dig this by its claws. But then again, it's so crudely dug that you would have thought any human or humanoid would at least put some rafters up to stop it from caving in.
Okay. I'm going to send another message back to Alora and be like, it looks like a human / non-human's done it. But like I say, it's not like...
So
it's not like it's got a structure to it, like a human would think, oh, I should put a structure in here.
It's not secure.
Yeah, it's not secure at all. Like, it looks like someone's got a shovel and, like, done it like that. But I don't know if you know of, like, any animal that could have done it like this.
Do I know of any animal that could have done it like this? I mean, it's possible.
You know there are many beasts. There are all sorts of different tunneling creatures out there in the world.
But nothing specific that would...
Yeah.
Okay, it should be
There
alright
are
down...
many things that could build this tunnel.
It should be alright down here now because it's levelling out a little bit more, so you shouldn't hear Green falling over anymore, I hope.
Don't jinx
Okay.
it.
I hope.
Are you going to keep going
I'm
forward?
going to go forward maybe a little bit more.
I'm a holding.
A little bit more, and then we'll see.
As you start to go forwards, how much further are you both travelling?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go another 10
What
foot.
I'm thinking is maybe tie a rope to you, me stay back and just...
You've only got
direct.
30 feet of rope, don't
I know.
forget. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
Yeah, so if there's any problems, he can tug you
that's
back.
fine. Green's come up with the idea of tying a rope around me and him being like an anchor, and then I go forward.
What's a good thing? There's no limit on cantrips, isn't there?
Yeah.
I know.
We're just having a full-on conversation.
Well, that's the only way.
Yeah.
Like that, we might as well use it,
Yeah.
haven't we?
Or else we would have been screwed.
Yeah, but we'd all be in there.
How far down am I now?
George said you were about 50 feet.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so-
feel
Oh,
as
you've
though you're
moved about
around
50 feet.
around 50 feet maybe. You're kind of counting your steps as you're going down the slope.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Obviously, Green's now. I'm tied. Got the rope out. I've tied. Is it? I've got rope or he's got rope?
I think
He's
he was
got
using
rope.
his.
Right. Okay. So
We both have rope.
that's fine.
It's
So
just
I'm gonna
Graham's got his.
tie if he has thrown it to me.
Yeah, he's
I'm
gonna tie
I'm gonna
yourself.
tie it around me and then hopefully.
So
he's thrown it his
that
end.
will use at least an extra 5 feet of that. So you've got 25 feet of movement that you can go
Okay,
between you
so
and Green.
I'm gonna just keep going down.
Yep, so you keep walking, being very careful of
And
like your
having
footsteps, keep an eye out for
my
the
long
stuck up
sword out,
roots.
yeah.
As you get to around 15 or so feet, and then you get to what looks as though a very gradual right-hand turn,
Okay.
slowly like bending round, and as you glare around, it just keeps going.
Okay.
So as you get round to there, you start to walk around that turn, and you feel a tug on the rope. And this rope is now taut. You've gone as far as you can on your leash.
And again, is it just that's all I can see?
All you can see is just
there's
this.
nothing on the
just
walls or
more time.
anything.
No, it's just dirt, roots poking out. The roots that are poking out are now getting thicker. There's more of them.
Okay. I think I'm gonna like gently like. I'm not gonna turn my back on it. I'm gonna gently and carefully
Go backwards, yeah.
walk back and just gently make sure that I'm not tripping up on there.
Yep. So
on the
every
rope.
now and then you kind of just glance down
Yeah.
to your feet just to make sure that you're not
Yeah.
tripping on.
Yeah.
Tap the wall every now and then
Yeah.
just so you can feel where the curve starts to
Yeah.
reach. Yep. And you slowly back up, and you're at that curving point now.
Okay, so can I see green or not?
You can see green, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, look, I can't go any further.
Yep. So
can't-
green. Viella has gotten to as far as she can with the rope,
Yeah, that's cool.
and she's weighing her way back to you.
So I've walked backwards to you. I'm gonna say to you now, I can't go any further. It just keeps going round to the right.
Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps going around to the right. All I can see then is like thick branches and everything. So I think we should just like make our way up,
Back.
but maybe not turn our back. So if you,
Okay.
just
So one go up and the other one like pretty much.
You
yeah,
can,
so like
just
back to
drag her
back.
up.
But like
Just drag her up. Just have her on your shoulder, like have the rope on your shoulder and just drag.
I'm gonna
Kinda like hot
quickly,
foot it back.
I'm gonna quickly hot message. I'm gonna quickly message Elora and just say, look, it goes down. Like I went down like another. What was it on the rope? 25 feet.
Yeah.
I went down another 25 feet. We put a rope around me just so then like I wasn't like down there too much on my own. And then we're gonna come back up now because it's just I can't. There's nothing that I can see down there.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'll let Barakus know that as well. While I've been like stood at the entrance, is there anything in the hut?
No, it's just like
Just like
an entrance way.
okay. And did I notice anything like moving around the trees or
It's
anything?
oddly still.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna carry on coming back up.
Same.
Traverse your way back up,
Yeah.
almost sticking your heels in to
Yeah.
avoid slipping up the slope. Yeah.
And again, there's nothing. I can't see anything. There's nothing on the walls or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a waste of time then, wasn't it?
It's always worth checking, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
So we back up top now.
Did you see an end to it?
There isn't an end. It carries as I put the rope on me, and then I went down like another 25 feet. But then it like goes round to the right. But the branches were starting to get thicker, so I didn't know how how further it would have gone. But as I'm down there on my own,
Yeah. Fair enough.
Then,
Fair enough.
I'm not going to go any further because the green stayed up the other end. Do you see anything up this end or not?
No, there's nothing. There's no movement, no sound, no nothing.
You Barakus also. It's nothing.
Just sat there eating his
Yeah,
bones.
just sat there
Berries,
eating my
nuts.
nuts and shit. Then waste of time.
Yeah.
Turn up with Billy.
Okay, and there's nothing in the
Making
hut or
faces at you.
anything. Did you have to check the hut out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
checked. There's,
brother.
it's literally just like a canopy over a hole.
It's like a porch.
Yeah.
Someone's home.
And there's nothing like in this porch. There's no like belongings or anything.
Nope.
No markings or anything like that.
Nope.
It's literally just a hole.
Great. Great fun. Great fun. And then someone want to call Billy Dick Wipe down. I'm annoyed.
Hey, Dick, wait, come down.
Not very nice.
Yeah, get him down because obviously there's no point in him being up there for the fact that we are now back. I don't know if you lot are coming back down or if you're just gonna stay up there for a minute, see if you can see anything.
Well, it depends, like, who sends a message to Billy, and if I see Billy move.
Is someone sending a message to Billy?
I will send a message to Billy. Billy, if you want to come down, there's nothing down in this hole. It's just like branches, and it goes round to the right. There's nothing there. I can't see anything. There's no markings, no nothing. So, is there anything else you've seen around here?
Can Billy reply to message?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, like, come back down and we can.
She yells down like, "Did you find it though?"
Did
Quite
I-
loud.
Billy, come down here. Stop shouting.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill him.
See you later, Barakus.
Billy, shut
Shut back
up.
Yeah.
Lands on his feet. So there was nothing down there.
There was nothing down there. What am I supposed to be looking for?
Well, this is what I told you. This was the creepy thing.
It was a creepy thing, but there was nothing like down there. Literally, is that all you've seen? Have you ever actually gone down there?
No.
Have you ever seen anything come out of there?
Some shadowy thing.
Okay.
So this
I
is
didn't
the
see
hole.
it. I saw a shadow. Like, it was
Okay.
creepy.
So you think this is his house?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Try and lure whatever out, rather than fighting in a tunnel.
How do you wanna? Well, how do you all?
You've got your
do it?
voice fairy thing. We
What's
could
the
hide.
range on that? I think it's 30 feet.
I think it was 30 feet.
And you know the slope goes down
Yeah, 30 feet.
to 50 feet.
And it lasts for a minute.
Could you make a child noise, like a child's laugh?
It's not really how it. You can't really imitate
Oh,
sounds
okay.
and stuff like that. It's like you can make your voice seem like louder and things like that, but it's not like you can't just pick and choose what sounds you
Oh,
can
okay,
make.
okay. Could try and echo something down there.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, dookie
Okay, so are we all in agreement? We want to see if anything is actually down there, if it is down there, and try and lure
I
it
mean,
out.
this is the place. I mean, it feels horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Billy saw something come
We
out.
can always just go back and say there was nothing there.
No.
Just saying.
We've come all this way. I think we need to try a little bit harder and see if we can get anything to come out. If you're scared, then go back up your tree. Just don't shout and don't make noises.
Okay. Go back up his tree.
And there's me just looking.
Successfully.
Like, me just looking beside me, just like, he's back.
He's back. Hey neighbour. I
Yeah.
mean, hi neighbour.
Okay, so as he's up the tree, can someone, like, I don't know, like what do we want to do before we start telling Barakus what we want to do? Do we want to like call them out, call it out?
I'll say it's probably better to call it out because we're cramped down there.
Yeah, no, definitely a good idea.
So obviously, like, bring it out without it having a jump on you guys at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Roll intelligence check. Green and Viola.
Well, it's still
15.
15.
That's surprisingly good since I'm -1.
9.
9. Nothing on you, but you Green. You
So the stupidest one
Yeah.
pretty much gets it.
you remembered that while you were down there was no echo.
Yeah,
It didn't echo while you were down there.
so there's no echo, so
There's no point luring out like that then. Okay. So,
Someone play possum.
so either way, to lure this thing out, you've literally got to go down there.
Or might not be anything down there, just go home.
Well, it
Okay.
might not be back yet.
Okay, so there's nothing down there. There's no echo.
We could stake it out. Maybe it only comes out at night.
Stake me out
Um,
tonight.
Billy, what time of day was it that you saw this thing? Was it?
Billy's up in a tree, so you can't reply back. Can you? Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah. I completely forgot about that.
It's alright. You did not hear anything.
So yeah, we could. Yeah, maybe it's not home.
Barakus, can you ask Billy?
Why don't you send a message to Billy?
Because he can't reply, can he?
Neither
Oh,
can I.
no, can he?
Barakus.
Oh, bloody hell.
There's only you two who can reply to one
Oh,
another.
shit, Brick, I forgot.
That's why I was like, why are you sending it to me if I can't even reply back?
I don't know, I keep forgetting you can't reply back. Oh, dear Lord.
This is why they regret sending both of us two up there, and those two are the ones that can message each other.
Yeah. They're like
This is why I was still at the entrance.
Maybe one of you climb up.
Or I just tie a rope to like, or just like hang down. Here you go, have a rope.
I
Okay,
mean, you
so
can see him. He's not like
he's not hiding.
miles far. You can like try and quietly
Billy?
yell to him.
Yes.
Was there a time that you saw this? Do you reckon he's actually, or hit, whatever it is actually down there? Or do you reckon we might need to wait till night time?
Oh, I saw him around this time of day. I don't come into the woods at night.
Yeah, okay, fair play. Oh, do you reckon we sit here for a bit and stake it out?
Take me out tonight.
Or does everyone want to go back? As a team, what do we want to do? I'm saying this quite loudly so that you can hear, and so that
I love how you're saying this quite loud. It's great.
so that
Billy's like, well, did you get to the end of the tunnel?
I didn't get to the end of the tunnel because then it started to go like quite thick branch and dark. But if not, then I'll go back down there on my own.
And run.
I think maybe-
I say to Billy, she got a bit scared down there.
I wouldn't even go in there, so fair play to her.
Aye.
Well-
Reasons?
we kind of got we got a few options. We either go back in
Mm-hmm.
to the end of the tunnel, we smoke it out. I mean, we can make fire, like literally smoke it out. But then if they have children down there,
Exactly, you don't want to go doing that.
You hear it.
yeah, or we wait it out, or we turn around and go home.
That's what I'm asking everyone.
Does it seem like
What do we
it's like
wanna do?
magically deadened?
No, it's just because the way the echo would work, it's more of a hollowed out thing, isn't it? When it echo,
Yeah.
it's not hollow.
It's just
it's a tunnel.
compacted
It's
earth.
compact with damp earth.
And I suppose it's not like a hard floor that you could hear echoing or anything like that.
So it's not echoing because it's magical. It's just because it's not an environment in which it would echo.
Okay, so if we're finding this thing, we either lure it out or go in. Boats.
So we're gonna have to lure it out with smoke. Is that what we're thinking?
I'm sure between us all we can make some noises, some fires, set fire to the hut. I don't know.
Call out so piss off. If it's done.
If it's down
Okay, everyone in boat. Are
And
we
Billy's
going?
like, "Do you need some courage?" And he's got a hip flask.
there. I show him a bottle of whiskey. We're good.
Fair.
Okay, everyone in a boat. Who wants to stake it out and smoke it out?
Aye.
Stake it out and smoke it out. Okay. Who wants to go down there?
Kill it!
I want to.
Billy's
wanna-
eating his
Billy.
seeds and his nuts again, dangling his legs. Almost waiting for a film to start.
Okay, let's just smoke it out. Forget it.
The structure that's over the hole, is it stuck in or is it like movable?
It's kind of like,
Like if we tried to push it, would it?
if you try to push it, if you can see it's kind of built off of roots that have strung up. So if you were to cut it, you could break it through.
I'm kind of
But-
thinking hinge it over, set it on fire.
Yeah.
But then again, like, because we're in such a dense area, the
Also
smoke
remember,
would-
smoke rises.
It would literally just.
Oh
go
yeah,
up.
I suppose and it would. No, I'm not. No, I didn't
Yeah.
mean like smoke it as in like
Literally,
literally
yeah.
smoke it out.
See, what I want to do is I want to stake out, but I don't want to set anything alight.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want to
Fair
make
enough.
sure if it would turn up in any way of like if we're going to be there for a little bit just to make sure. But we could always go down there. I could be the possum
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So we hide
because
and we wait for what? An hour? 2 hours? See if anything happens.
Yeah.
Are we
And
going?
then we'll send Barakus down.
Send the sacrificial
Yeah.
lamb.
So what's the plan? You're gonna stake up for a certain amount of time, and if
Yeah.
that doesn't work, then
We're sending
Then,
Barakus.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
go down.
Yeah, we're gonna scatter so we can see hole and hide and things.
And if you see
I'm gonna climb a
Barakus run,
tree.
you know something's coming. If he even comes out alive.
yeah.
We'll do that.
So you all find your hiding places.
Yeah.
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 We-
So all please make stealth checks. With advantage, because you've got plenty of time to almost find the
Oh,
perfect
sweet.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
noise. Oh, they're all popping out now.
That's good because I had a 6 before.
I
Funny
had,
spies.
I had a
Natural
16,
20.
so it wasn't bad.
Did you?
So that's 23 in total.
23.
Brian also got a natural 20.
Did you?
Even though I'm in a freaking
Lucy's
tree.
the only one out in the open.
I am 19,
19
but
still
non-natural 20, so 21.
21? Yep, lovely.
So his is like 30.
Yeah, so you're all like, you're one with the woods.
I am.
At one
the
point,
tree.
Billy's like, where'd you go? Oh,
Marco.
hello. Yeah. So the hours pass. Are you still gonna be up in your tree?
Yep.
So as the time passes, you start to see the sun start to slowly go down. It's not quite night now, but it is getting into quite late afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 hours pass, and nothing seems to have happened.
So it's just all still quiet.
Still quiet.
Sweet.
Still with the feeling.
Still
Did
with
it
the
get
feeling.
stronger as I got to the hole?
It's
like
the same
beforehand?
almost, yeah.
So it's kind of like
just got that.
permeated in this
Did
whole
it
area.
get worse when we went down?
Because I didn't go down.
Or is it only you that feels it?
It's only me. I think it's only me.
I
that
thought
noticed
we
it.
felt as a group when we're
Yeah.
as a group, and then
I've told you
group,
about
as a
it.
group, there's this horrible presence, but
Yeah.
Elora herself is really feeling almost
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this sick bile feeling in her stomach.
sweet.
Like, when you've not eaten and you get
I
that
was just
horrible
about to
sick
say
feeling.
that. Get out of my head.
Oh, sorry.
Get out.
Marriage.
So 2 hours have gone past. It's starting to get late. Well, not late, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Late afternoon, heading into early evening.
Okay, so I'll climb out of the tree now, and
Are we putting 2 ropes together and tying it around Barakus just in case, or not?
I think the best bit is probably have the rope for the downward bit so
Yeah.
you can get up quicker.
Okay, yeah,
That's
that
a good
makes
shout.
sense.
Yeah. That's,
Do you want to be the anchor then?
Of course.
Well, we could tie it to the if the thing's attached to the roots and stuff. We can tie it to the hut, so we don't have to be
Yeah,
holding it.
true.
Okay.
I love the sacrificial lamb thing. I love this idea.
I went down there, alright?
So did I, but I didn't go
Don't
much
think we
further
went
because
far
I
enough.
wouldn't have been
No.
able
It's
to.
right. I was in a tree. I was safe. I was happy, except I had to put up with Billy.
Literally, I would have had
Which
to,
one was the
I
worst idea? You getting in a hole or putting up with Billy for
Going
that
in the
amount
hole.
of time?
You were eating.
Yep, so, what's happening?
I'll be going down.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm going to tie the rope, put it down so it makes it easier for him to.
Okay, so it's more like almost like an assisted
Yeah.
ladder rope
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. So you're gonna be just gonna chuck the rope down, and you're gonna because
Just sit
are
there.
you tying 2 ropes together, or
Yeah, I would say.
because with the rope
Yeah.
wrapped around you that'll only give 25,
Yeah.
and you know the slope itself is around.
So
like,
who's got the bigger rope? Because mine's only 30 feet.
Oh, hang on.
everyone has 30
Yeah,
feet of heavy
we-
rope.
We got
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah, I've got 50 feet.
Yeah,
of
everybody
rope.
had 50.
Oh,
I
it's
was the one
50.
they
Oh,
cut.
okay.
So I've got 50.
So if you want to tie 2 ropes together,
That's
you can.
fine.
So are you tying 2 50s or?
Or should we go 50, 30?
How far down was the slope?
50.
Yeah, felt around 50,
Oh, so-
50 paces.
So I think 2 will be fine then.
2 would be fine.
Yeah.
So,
So two
that's
50s or the 50 and the
50 and a
30?
30. I think
50
Yeah,
and
that's
30.
fine. Yeah.
Yep, so that'd give you 70 feet because
Yeah.
once you've tied it around
Yeah.
yourself and then tied the extra knot
Yeah.
to secure it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you chuck it down. Doesn't make it all the way down, but Barakus, when you're going down, you can like hold it or kick
hoist
it.
them myself.
I
So
think it's
just
more
you
of a quick
going down,
exit.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
Please make a little dexterity check. Make your way down. Make sure you don't trip over any roots or slip. Make it with advantage though, as you're holding the rope as you go down.
And you said Dex, didn't you?
Yeah.
17.
17.
Um,
Lovely.
Should someone be following Barakus in case he gets into trouble?
Barakus is already down.
I'm already gone
Okay,
down.
so I'm saying to this to you. Should we actually someone follow him just in case something happens?
'Cause-
Because he can't tell us.
Because, I was the willing sacrificial lamb. I'm being a trooper.
And if something happens,
And I'm holding the rope, so I won't
Alright,
have
I'll
a
go
clue.
down.
You're now
Pussy
joining
fans.
him, yeah?
Right, I'm going down.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you and Barakus make
I
your
come
way
out
slowly
dead, I'm gonna
down.
kill.
Yeah.
Walking through, Barakus, it is quite damp here. They're
Mhm.
really almost hard to breathe. And you get to the familiar bend.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is how far I got last
That's
time.
how far you got.
Is
Okay,
she
yeah.
got to make a check or no?
I know, is she?
I'm gonna make a.
Because I was going to say she
Oh,
hasn't
no, I
gone
meant
down
the
yet.
Oh, but she doesn't need to make it
Oh,
because
okay.
she's already been down. She
Okay.
understands the terrain.
Okay.
Okay, right. So that's fine. So
I
I don't need to
wouldn't-
make any checks now. Right. Okay. This is how far I got last time. So what do you want to do?
I'm going to go slightly ahead while scoping out a bit
Right.
more.
How much is rope have we got left?
It's gone now.
no, we're
Right.
not tied rope then.
That's fine. Right.
See, I've got 30 feet on me. That's all I've got on me.
Right. Okay.
Because you've already
I've
used
used
yours.
mine. So
it'd have
do
to
you
be
want to
me.
do the whole tie it together, or do you just want to go down together and we'll see what we can find?
If I go down slightly further first,
Mm-hmm.
and then you stay behind me as much as possible, and if you lose track of me, just don't holler, but just Barakus, right? Okay.
Or just use
Like,
your message.
I get my sword and just poke gently.
She's trying
Right.
to stab me.
So you're going ahead.
Yeah, I'm going slightly ahead.
So as you come round to the bend, thankfully you do have dark vision, and you see it just starts to keep going for at least another 40 feet.
Okay.
As I'm behind him, can I see any light or anything?
Oh, you don't see any light. It's still the same dim sort of grey,
And there's
but
nothing.
you can still see.
I can still see
Right.
Barakus.
Barakus,
Is
yeah.
there anything on the walls? Any markings or anything?
Still the same as last time.
Oh.
The roots are you do see that the roots are getting thicker.
Mm.
It's not making it harder to move. You just got to do the old duck and just watch your footing
duck
every now and then.
Yeah.
As you carry on, it kind of almost tunnels into a fork, and you can go left or you can go right.
Okay.
And can I see this?
You can't see this.
What
If you
do
go
see?
if you go over to him, you can.
Sorry, I'm gonna gently go behind him. It's me.
Yeah.
What do you see?
Like-
There's a bit of a split. There's either the right or the left.
Can you see anything down the right or the left? Does it can you see it? Does it go like that or?
As you're both squinting down, you see it looks as though it slowly starts to bend out again.
Oh dear.
This is gonna be a hell of an adventure. I like this.
Right, what way do you want to go, left or right? And do you want to go one go left, one go right, or do you want
No,
to
stick together.
Okay.
Stick together. I'm gonna sacrifice you to one way and then die, and me sacrifice myself and die. It's better if we stay together.
Okay, so where do you want to go, left or right?
Do a row.
Do you want to do the roll for us then?
Okay.
Yeah, roll a d6, yeah, and 1 to 3 can be left.
Yep.
And then obviously higher is right.
3.
And else you go left.
Alright,
So
okay,
go
so go left. Right, so I'm now obviously behind you, but I'm not up your ass.
I blew my
I
No, she does have her sword out.
do
He's
gently.
already trying to stab me already. This is not the best idea.
I'm gonna
Alright.
have it up, but I'm gonna try and obviously not be too close to him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
This is where
Yep,
she
that's
stabs.
fine. So as you go left, you travel what you feel is another maybe, I don't know, 60 or so paces.
Okay.
And as you start, it almost comes out of nowhere because it's so dark, and the features are really, even with your dark vision, you don't see it in colour, you see it in black and white.
Mhm.
And you see there's another little sideway there that you could go off that way. You can go straight, or there's a tiny little almost tunnel bit that you'd have to almost squeeze through, but it would kind of almost takes you off to the right. It's kind of, you didn't even notice it's there until you stood next to it.
Okay. Right, so we can either go straight on or we can go right, like a little tunnel, right? Does it look more like it might be a little room, or does it look more like another?
Don't know till you go in it.
you want me to scope out?
No, I'll do it. Right, I'm gonna check it then.
You both going in, or it's still like a tunnel, but it's just not as tall. So it's almost stuff that it wasn't built as much consideration as the rest of what you're in.
Okay.
Shall we go together, or do you want me to just wait there?
I'll tell you what. You can wait there, and if I think it's safe, then I'll whistle. Does it? It's not. It doesn't echo, does it? So he's not going to be able to hear it. Or is he?
I'll be able to hear a noise.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean,
I wouldn't know. But
you're
then
in a
again,
silent area. Sound travels.
Okay, so I will whistle. I'll just whistle. Like, yeah. Okay.
Yep. So
Am I
you duck
doing
down
a-
and you walk. You start to walk through it,
Mhm.
and you see it's just like a little bit, and it kind of bends over to the right a bit there, and it just feels like a passage, another passageway.
it's like a maze.
Okay. I'm gonna whistle
Mhm.
and see it, and then hopefully Barakus will hear this and
Yeah.
come.
Yeah. Barakus hears, and he
I'll
kind of
start
ducks a
heading.
little bit, and he comes to you.
It just looks like a passageway. Do you want to carry on, or do you want to back up and go straight?
We can check out this one, or we can go straight on.
Okay, we'll check this one out then.
Yeah. So you carry on. It just kind of bends left a little bit.
Mhm.
It carries on, and it comes back onto the main path.
What the main path
Yeah.
that we've
Well,
just.
it comes back onto a path,
Okay, and if we
and
look.
then from there you can go left or right.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ! Tell you what, we went right last time. Let's go left.
Wait, yeah.
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 Okay.
So you travel left, and you
Mhm.
come round a small little bend, and as you come round the bend, you see the same tunnel that you just went through. To the
So
right.
we're going around in a circle.
We're going around in a circle. Great. Okay. Do you want to back it up again, and pick the pick the other route, or what do you want to do?
If you were to pick the other route, you'll just literally just
Go just
go back the way you.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So it's literally
So-
just a circle.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So we might as well head back.
So what?
Okay.
So basically, what you did, there was a path there,
Mhm.
and there was a little section there. You chose to walk through that section there and come up through there. There's
So-
still the rest of that path to go,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but it's just basically like a little door passage.
Okay, so that's fine. So if
Yeah.
we've
So if you chose, you could still carry on and go this way, which you haven't explored. Going back this way would be going back.
Back. To,
okay, so
yeah.
do you want to carry on down this way then?
Oh, we can try.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, right. We'll carry on going that. Are you in mine front or you in front?
I can go in front.
Okay, swapsies.
My turn.
So again, I've got my sword out ready, and I'm about
Also,
an
if you're trying
arm.
to stab me.
I say I'm about an arm's length away from.
Yeah, so you
So I
almost
can
keep at a good
Yeah.
comfortable arm's length. That's fine. As you carry on walking, you've gone maybe another 30 feet.
Okay, yeah.
And you start to, as you go around, you actually do start to see a small light now. Not a big light,
Yeah.
but there is something
There.
ahead.
Okay, and we can both see this.
And you could both see us.
Okay, I look
You
at
still
you and be
don't
like,
hear anything,
Okay.
but you can see there is a small light ahead.
And it's still that
Small light.
disgusting smell.
It's still a horrible smell.
Oh, I'm dreading what I'm gonna find. And I can't. Can I see anything on the walls? Do I need to do an investigation check on it?
But the walls have
Oh,
still
It's
like
literally
that
the
burrowed.
same.
Right, so
So we scope out, or we go back to the others and inform them that we found a little bit of light.
that's gonna mean nothing, is it? Do you
So,
reckon?
so it's pretty much like nothing, or hope there's like nothing.
Yeah. Should we carry on?
Yeah, I can go slightly ahead and scope out
Okay.
stealthily, maybe.
Okay, go
Yeah.
stealthy.
I'll
Yeah.
try that.
So as you approach up towards the light, you're still straining to hear anything, and you don't quite hear anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're getting closer and closer to it, do you want to be stealthing as you're getting closer to the edge?
Yeah,
Then please roll for stealth.
this better be good. If it's gonna be shit.
Natural.
Please.
Anything happens, you're going to have to hightail it back to us.
16.
16, yep. So you're walking, you're not making much of a sound, being very careful of routes. And as you get closer to the light, you see the tunnel almost comes out into a circular room, and the light is being emitted from a fire that's in the centre. You can't quite see to the left and right. All you can see is the centre, which there is a fire in the centre.
There's a fire.
So that's a big room then.
So can I'm gonna go again gently, stealthily behind Barakus.
So you're following Barakus now.
Yeah.
You're
but, like,
following me now.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna step
That's fine.
back,
So if you're gonna stealth, please
no,
roll for
no.
stealth.
Okay, but I'm gonna gently.
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
gonna go
that's
too
fine.
far.
She's gonna stab me.
You're doing stealth to make sure that you're not making sound, basically.
Please.
That's good.
It's not bad.
16.
Yep, that's fine. So again, you also you're not making much.
Just
sound.
so I can see what's there.
Yeah.
So I can see what's in there.
Well, you can see what Barakus can see. You haven't
Okay.
stepped into.
That's fine.
Yeah, I haven't stepped into the
opening.
living room.
Right, and I look at him and go, like, and I mouth like,
Oh, you're
With my-
mouthing it
with-
like, oh,
with
are we
my-
going? Are we
with
going?
my sword,
are we
like-
going?
Yeah.
Are we going that way? Or are you
Yes.
going that way?
yeah.
Like without trying to stab me. It's quite a big room by the looks of it, so I don't really want to go in there by myself.
You as you both talk to each other, you hear, and as you both turn around, there's a beast behind you,
Yes.
blocking your entranceway, and you notice this as that big one-eyed creature from before, and it just says at both of you, it rakes at the both of you with its giant claws,
Sweet.
and that was my roll, a natural 20 for his stealth.
Oh,
It's following you the entire way.
Frickin' knew it.
Sorry.
Frickin' knew it. But at least we got this far.
You did.
I'm guessing that would have made a massive noise.
No.
You wouldn't have
You-
heard
he-
it. We're
It's
too
too
far
far
in.
down.
They are 230 feet away from you in
Yeah.
solid earth.
So you won't hear nothing. Well, us two are just by ourselves right now.
What's your movement?
Well, we'll see. He goes to take a massive rake at the both of you, and that's where we're going to call it.
Yes!
Wasn't that delightful?
We've done that together. I'm
Yes.
proud of you. I'm proud of you. If I went down there by myself without like anybody else, I'd be
You would
like,
have been
well, I would have been like,
This is why I was like, we can't just send some one person, especially someone
hey,
that can't.
at least I was willing to be the sacrificial lamb
That looks
first.
like a person in a
Yeah.
wheelchair.
It does as well.
So we are now in a wheelchair by the sounds of it.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Well, we'll find out next time. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for clicking in and then maybe clicking out, being like, nah. Appreciate it anyway. Thank you to our amazing sponsor of TaylorMade Craft for our great initiative markers that we managed to see today. And unfortunately, next week there will not be an episode, unfortunately, as our schedules are gone at this time, but we'll be back on track the Friday after that. But thank you everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.